What's happening, you savages? Happy belated St. Patty's Day. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Tuesday, the 18th of March, the church, New Testament, is here. What's up, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. If you want the maximum out of your sex life, you need Blue Chew Max. It combines the active ingredients like Viagra and Cialis into one chewable tablet. Bam! This baby's gonna get the job done for you quickly. It acts fast and it seriously lasts. And if that's not enough, Blue Chew's online service sends your ED meds right to your door. Nobody knows nothing. You talk to the doctor, he approves it in 2 days. And listen, in 3 days, you'll be jumping up and down with a new margarita. You know what I'm talking about? Getting started is easy and totally online. You chat with a licensed medical provider, and if you're approved, you'll get your prescription in just days, guys. And listen, whether you don't have ED or you do have ED, no matter what, you're showing up with 3 guns. You follow me? She's not gonna want it. She's gonna call you the next day. What'd you hit me with, Papa? Anyway, make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And there's a special deal for the Church New Testament family. You're going to get 1 month of Blue Chew for free. That's what I'm talking about, okay? It's March. What is it? March, April? Forget it. You start now in March. By July, you'll be a savage. You understand me? So do yourself a favor. Go to Blue Chew and press in promo code JOEY, Joey, and just pay $5 for shipping to get that party started. You understand me? That girl will be fucking jumping up and down when you get through with her with that Blue Chew pill. That's promo code Joey. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Like, don't eat 10 of them, you know what I'm saying? Because then you'll really fucking knock people out. And I want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show.
Welcome back to church!
We're back, bitches. It's a beautiful Tuesday to be alive. It's just me and Lee today, just how you like it. You know, you guys, you put a fucking girl on here, you don't like her. You put a penguin on here, you don't like him. You know, you guys don't like nobody.
Who's the penguin?
Huh?
Who is the penguin?
I don't fucking know. I get emails. Why'd you put the girl on? What the fuck? How many boys can you put on here? How much dick can you smell? You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring a woman in here to give it that fucking touch from time to time. I love having women in here because, listen, I learned from them. She was great last week.
Yeah.
So was the Italian princess came in here and enlightened us. You guys are, why does there have to be a girl on the show? Well, it's better than looking at a fucking guy all night, right? What the fuck is wrong with you people? But anyway, the co-host tonight is the man himself. He was a little fucked up the last 2 shows, but
I wonder why.
today he went to a rehab, he went to a meeting, and he's making a strong comeback. I wonder why. What the fuck you think this is? This is the church. This ain't no fucking daycare.
Yeah, well,
we come here to get down. This ain't no, you know,
I know,
like.
but then why are you saying I was, like, it's like a big mystery why I was fucked up?
You were fucked up.
It's not like I'm going around New York trying to find this shit.
I said, Lee, I gave him 2 grams of mushrooms.
No, you did not.
Maybe
2 grams.
2.5. Maybe 2.5.
First of all, you sent me pictures of a scale because I told you I've been taking 3 grams on the road for a year. I know what it looks like, and it doesn't look like
it's time to
those.
break that. 3 grams is time to.
Well, then tell me what I'm taking. Don't say I'm taking a gram when I know I'm taking
3
4
fucking
to
grams.
5.
And then, last week was the best. We got him on a timer now. Whenever
You
we give him a
faked the
mushroom,
timer.
we got
There's
him on
no
a timer.
timer.
Because it is the biggest store. Also, he wants to tell you stories
No,
from
I
20 years
didn't want
ago.
to.
He
First
looks
of all,
around. I'll fucking give him a cheeseburger. He'll wolf that thing down, okay? Give him a mushroom. He's looking around.
Yeah, I think anyone watching this would wolf down a cheeseburger before a
Last
mushroom.
week we brought the meatballs from Special, the meatball kin out in Rutherford. This fucking guy, I go, get a piece of bread with a meatball and just put the mushroom in there. What does he do? He's sitting there cutting the meatball, putting
I
little
didn't cut a
pieces in there.
meatball.
It's
I
gonna
didn't.
take
No,
him
I
2 fucking
didn't.
years.
I took 1 piece of bread.
Just
I put the
put the
mushroom
fucking
underneath,
thing
and I
in
put the meatball on top.
And eat
That's
it.
all
This
I
is
did.
every week. Just now we gave him 2 little pieces.
2 little pieces.
And 3 pieces of
Coach,
chocolate. Guys.
listen, my lawyer's here.
I ate the fucking 2 grams and the chocolate before him. And that's a fact. He was still over there looking around, dropping it.
Yeah, because you eat the mushrooms
He
dry
squeezes it with
because
his
you've been on
fucking
that hospital food
Jewy
for a
fucking
month.
sweaty hands. You know, what the fuck you think is going to happen?
I never said that. You don't eat mushrooms quicker than me. You do eat mushrooms
I
quicker
eat
than me.
everything quicker than you, but when it comes down to a cheeseburger, you fucking beat me, or a pizza. So
yeah.
And I told him, I said, listen, you want to eat the mushrooms with no drama? Put it in the pizza and fold it.
Where's the pizza? I don't see any pizza.
Well, when we have pizza, you're like, I don't know. And then he eats these 25 milligrams when he's not in
That's
training.
all they sell.
When
You
we
can't
hear-
get. All right. No, hold on. You tell you every week, take edibles, and the strongest they sell in the between Massachusetts and New York is 25 apiece,
Well, then you
maybe
take
a
8 of
50. I've been taking at least not 8.
2. He takes them with his girlfriend. They rub each other's back.
We don't rub
And
our
they
back.
watch some fucking movie on Lifetime or some shit. We're
First
not
of all,
playing
Lifetime has some good programming.
Okay.
Don't tell me.
We got no Lifetime here. We go for the kill here, Lee. This is the kill shot.
Yeah,
The
but I'm also
church is-
out every night. I can't go out
What
fucked up every night.
What dog? Yesterday I had a half a chocolate bar. I buy those GMO things. It's a syringe. I can't smoke anymore. So I went to the weed store a couple weeks ago, and he goes, Joe, if you can't smoke, put the syringe in with that GMO indica.
Oh, the RSO?
Holy shit.
That's good. I just had that.
Dog, I've been putting it on. Yeah,
I can't wait to hear this.
last Tuesday, it was like 70 degrees out. I sat there from 1 to 5. My wife left. They went to do 1,000 things. They came back. I was still sitting there. She's like, you're enjoying the sun, huh? I go, I'm too fucked up to get up. What enjoying the sun? I'm fucked up, dog. I was fucked up out there, just in my little rocking chair. The cat kept coming out. I would pet him, and then he'd go in. Then he'd come out, Daddy, come back. No, I'm too fucking high. I want to see the devil. That's training on a Tuesday.
Yeah, okay, that's
understand me?
great for you. That's
this is-
First of all, I have a day job, second, which is fine, but I'm out on the. Everyone, you keep telling
You're
people
home by
to
9:30
mug
at
me.
night.
I'm not home by 9:30.
You
I'm
do these
never
6
home by 9:30.
9:30, Mama gives
No,
you
I'm
cookies
not
and
home
rubs
by
your feet.
9:30.
Cocksucker.
Jesus Christ.
You're home by
9:30. I haven't been home
I'm
at
back.
9:30 in 6 months.
I'm back. I'm home now. It's fucking 9:30.
I'm never.
What
that
the
is
fuck?
a
Comedy's at
bald-faced-
midnight, cocksucker.
9:30.
He lives a good life, this fucking dude.
Yeah, clearly. I do
Unbelievable.
live a good life, but I'm also not home at 9:30
Yes, you
taking
are.
5 milligrams. I am not.
Yesterday, I didn't do shit Friday night. I didn't do shit Saturday. So Sunday I woke up, I go, I'm going deep today. I went to the gym, I did this thing. I ate a half a bar with that fucking, I put the whole syringe on. I'm up to the whole syringe now. I just
How long has
squeezed
it been? A week?
35. Just one big fucking squirt. I ate that chocolate. Let me tell you something. Then I went to my buddies, and I brought mushrooms with me, and I ate it with a corned beef sandwich with the cabbage. I was fucked up last night. I woke up this morning. I couldn't even talk. I was so fucked up.
Yeah.
And I got right back up, washed my pussy, and I got out there. Before I went to the dentist, I went to the gym, rode the bike. I was a little dizzy from the THC.
Yeah.
When I got to the dentist, even my friend said to me, Joey, you look a little out of it today. And I told her, I grew up with her, so I don't have to lie to her. I said, I got fucked up last night.
First of all,
What?
this is for everyone who doesn't know. This is what they give cancer patients. And how long is that tube supposed to last?
2 days.
No, it is not 2 days.
Whatever.
Second of all,
They
this
don't
is
give
why
those
you
to-
have such a high tolerance.
They don't give those to cancer patients.
Yes, they do give. That's exactly
they
what it's
don't.
for. This is why
Well,
medical
this is-
marijuana
well,
exists.
At
because
least I won't get cancer. You know what I'm saying? I'm way
I
ahead
don't
of
think
the
that's
fucking
what it
game.
is.
Okay, so you got to beat the cancer. So why let it get to you? Then you're gonna start doing the tube. Beat it now.
Oh, this is not to beat cancer.
Well, what do you bring cancer up for?
Because it's
You're
for
the
the
kiss of fucking death. Went from
Oh, so
eating
now you're
mushrooms
gonna
and-
blame me if you get it?
No,
That's
but I'm just saying, who brought cancer up? You did, cocksucker.
that is true. I'm very sorry.
Unfucking believable. Just eat the fucking mushrooms.
And they've been gone for half an hour.
Well, we might eat some more just to show people how slow it takes. That's what we'll do. He wanted to do a video tonight of me doing a reaction to some black guy eating a rat. I'm not doing it. Okay?
It really
I'm not
wasn't gonna
doing
be
it. Okay?
that.
I'm not doing it.
I'm also
We're
not.
gonna have a fucking. We're gonna do a video tonight after this of how long it takes Lee to eat
I'm
1
not
gram.
eating more mushrooms.
Why not? It's one more little tiny fucking
Yeah,
gram.
one more little tiny.
Watch how long it takes him.
It takes me
you
a
have
while.
To
I
put
don't like
pepper
that.
on it and salt.
First of all, it's honey, which he never brings in. Last
brought
week,
honey last
I
week.
knew you were gonna say this. You brought mushroom honey.
Yeah.
You're the only person in the world who gets high on edibles and then is like, I have the munchies. Oh, let me eat some more edibles. No, I don't. Then you don't. What do you look? It's fucked up.
We're in training, Lee.
You can't keep saying that. For
We're
what?
in training, dog. 8, 9, 10 years because we're in training. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. What if? Well, any day now, Russia's just gonna kill Ukraine. They're running out of money. That's almost over.
And I'm not over there. Thank
Enough
God.
with this Ukraine shit. It's big bank, eat little bank. We've been doing it for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, how much? Well, let's say if they get Ukraine,
Right.
they're gonna come after the fucking Jews next.
Yeah.
What if they catch you? You want to be trained. What if they start
If they
shoving
get all
you-
the way over
What
here,
if they start shoving you with edibles?
listen. When Russia reaches the U.S. borders, I'll take as many mushrooms as you want.
All right. Well, don't come crying to me. Because they're going to be giving me mushrooms. I don't feel nothing. I'm like Netanyahu. You can keep fucking sticking it to me, cocksucker. But you're going to be there. Wait, I need a cheese cracker. I need a half a meatball. No, there's no fucking meatballs in Gaza. Okay? There's
Yeah,
no
because they don't have-
meatballs
they don't have
fucking
pork in
Ukraine,
Gaza.
cocksucker.
Jesus
See what I
Christ.
got to live with? Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
On a positive note, you're so sorry. Then
On a
get to it,
positive note.
cocksucker. You're in training. Training means we're Marines. We're not in the Navy. We're not in the Coast Guard. We're not in the Army. We're fucking Marines. We go in there first. So that's the deal. We're the ones that go in there and get blown up and lit on fire.
Oh,
You know, get it
so I'm
together.
pre-lighting myself on fire?
Sure, why not? You're Jewish, you know. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared for the unexpected. You gotta be prepared for the unexpected. Look at all the Jew hate going on in the world right now. You don't know. You might be walking down the street and one of these.
You keep saying
fucking-
that. One guy keeps messaging me. You get mugged yet? You get mugged yet? You get
Yeah.
mugged yet? You get mugged yet?
You're gonna get hit in the head.
I don't
want
want to get hit in the head.
One of those college students from Columbia that hates Jews all of a sudden. All of a sudden he's gonna have 3 beers in him. He's gonna clock you in the head with 3 of his little faggy friends. And don't come crying to me the next day. That's all I'm saying.
I apologize.
I don't know if you people have been paying attention. I've been paying attention to this because it's a fucking great question to ask yourself. Today, basically, the 14th was 5 years since the pandemic started. Today was official when they shut everything down. 5 years ago, New Yorkers are going crazy. No St. Patty's Day. You're done. Go drink at home. You know what I'm saying? Go drink and puke at fucking home. Same difference. But it's crazy. That's been 5 years ago. Now I'm not here to talk about Fauci or the pandemic or the fucking shot. I don't give a fuck. But it's so weird. Like, I want you guys to think about 5 years ago, how much your life has changed since then.
It's crazy. Like,
It's
even, take the
fucking
pandemic out
crazy.
of it. Yeah. My life is completely, like, if you had asked me, if you told me this is what my life would be, I wouldn't have believed you. It's completely different. There's almost, the only thing that's the same is this. And everything else is different. And it's, I'm not going to say not everything's better, but at least for me, I'm very, like, luckily, I'm like, it's like 1,000 times better than I would have imagined.
What were you going through when they said everything shut down?
We were living in LA. I have no idea really what I was, but I was close to 300 pounds, if not over it.
Over it.
Well, the thing is, when
I'll take the
I no,
over.
well, I don't think so, because by December of that year, it was 336. So between March and December, yeah, so probably close.
Yeah, the pandemic killed us.
But I was single. I wasn't very happy. But the weird thing is, like, I thought I was. I didn't think I was unhappy. There were parts of my life that I wasn't happy with, but I didn't think this is probably the happiest I've been that I can remember in my adult life, which is crazy. But like comedy I was having a blast at comedy, but honestly, I wasn't tired of it, but it was just I was really only doing open mics, and that can get a little bit old. And I was single and living in LA, and yeah, it's my whole life has done like a complete 180.
How has your mind changed since then?
Well, it's kind of hard. I have like two different minds. I have like a stand-up mind and like a personal mind. My personal mind, I feel like I've gotten stronger. I've had some good and bad shit happen that like I feel like I'm definitely stronger. But we were talking before the podcast started about experience, and it's just until you experience certain things, you don't know how you're going to deal with it or who you're going to be. And like moving, like this move that I did over the last 6 months has been like a lot of good and a lot of bad and a lot of like just not easy. Like it's not that my life was easy in LA, but it was a lot more comfortable.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we did the podcast twice a week. I was in the same apartment for 6 years, and I wasn't really challenging myself, I guess.
No, we all got comfortable. I
Yeah.
remember that.
And I like, the weight loss, you can say. I joined a gym 2 weeks ago, which I would have never. You begged me for years to do that, and I never would. I
You went to a class, looked and
I went to two classes. I did a yoga class, which I thought was going to be easy. Turns out yoga is not fucking easy.
No,
and then I
it's
went
not.
to a class the next day that made yoga look really fucking easy. I can't tell you, to take comedy out of it, how happy I am. Like, I don't know if anyone else watching this can relate to it, and it doesn't have to be New York, but for me, it's New York. For me, New York has like always been the place I want it to be. And so for me, I was waiting at the train station yesterday before a set, and like there was a band playing in the train. And you're gonna make fun of me, but like I teared up a little bit, and I'm not really a crier, but like I don't know, man. Just there's something about if 16-year-old me saw where I was, like he would be really fucking excited for what. And I don't know how excited he would have been looking at 31-year-old me. It's been pretty crazy. And it's crazy because it's a lot changed in 5 years, but it's also been like the last year has changed a lot, I think, for both of us. So I'm a completely different person.
Last week I was thinking about, like, fuck, it's the same as the year of the pandemic. The 14th was on a Friday when I got the call they were shutting down the movies and the store and all that. And then Monday was official. And I remember when, you guys are going to think I'm fucking crazy. I was doing 4 theaters a weekend, right? 2 podcasts, 4 fucking planes. I was trying to raise a daughter, and I was fucked up 3/4 of the day. Fucked up. Edibles, getting up at 7, doing 18 bong hits. It was just too much. And it was, you think you're happy. You're picking up money. You're doing stand-up. Your sets are good. The store was fucking at its best ever.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget the day they said, like, we're done. And, like, I just was like, thank fucking God. And they were like, yeah, I might open up in June. Not for me. Like, after, like, the 3rd day, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and I knew I was leaving already. I knew this was the perfect opportunity. When I came back here to shoot the Soprano movie, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in L.A.? I really was. I would come over to eat at night over here, and I would be home by 9. I would go, what the fuck am I doing in L.A.? And then I went back, and that pandemic hit, and I was like, thank God. And they would call me like, do you want to reschedule your dates? And I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not rescheduling shit. Call me when this is over. Oh, well, it's going to be over in September. You better be prepared. Then they kept calling you to go to Florida and Texas because they were wide open. Like 2 weeks after the pandemic, they're like, yeah, go to Texas. Agents are calling you. I guess Pennsylvania was doing comedy. I'm like, guys, I don't think you heard me. I ain't going nowhere. And they were like fucking getting pissed.
Really?
Oh, because I was like, they're like, what do you want to do about these dates in July? Do you want to keep them? Do you want to reschedule them? Cancel them. And they're like, what do you mean? I go, cancel them. Give them their money back. Don't reschedule. And then I moved in August. And I remember that I went to a party. This is already open. Not full, but it was kind of open.
Okay.
And I went to a party at the Florentine's house. And the sister goes, I was there last week at Parks Casino, and they still got your flyer up. You're going on next week. And I was furious. I went home and called the agent. I go, give them their fucking money back. Whoa, you're there? You might. No. Give them their fucking money back. I got so uncomfortable during the pandemic.
Yeah, you really.
Oh, I was uncomfortable. I was irritable. I didn't want to hear it. I was sick of living in L.A. Like, I was just done. Like, for me, the pandemic was a fucking godsend.
And no part of you. And Parks is a different story because it's a big deal and it's like a big place. But like, no part of you like wanted to get on stage just to like get that out of your system.
I was burnt the fuck out. And I had no idea what it felt to be burnt out. And I was burnt out emotionally, physically, and mentally. Like, my body was done. The anxiety was up to a different level. I was popping the Xanaxes, and the Xanaxes were giving me anxiety.
No.
Yeah, they were like fuel. It just bounced. It's called a bounce or some shit. And I couldn't focus. I could not focus. I still remember Ari coming to the house and me going, when is this kid gonna leave? Like, I can't have me. I couldn't have people in the house. There was no fucking way I could have people that close to me.
What was fueling the anxiety or the burnout?
The burnout was 10 years of not stopping. Dog, I didn't take vacation. You know me, dog. I'm not one of those guys that we're going to stop now and take a 12-day vacation to Hawaii. First off, it ain't going to work out for you because I see everything in 3 days. After 3 days, if I didn't see it, we'll catch it next time. I ain't got time for 12 fucking days, you know? That was my mentality. You know, I'm a basketball guy. If you're not practicing, somebody else is.
Absolutely.
Okay? If you're on the beach, for 12 days, there's a motherfucker out there that's practicing all day. And you're down there hanging out with Flipper. That works for 3 days for Uncle Joey. I don't drink. You know, I don't drink. So after like one drink, the sun hits you, I get a migraine. That ship sailed. You go to the water, you know, you see some people, you go to a restaurant. It's time to go home. I got to make money. You know, that was always my mentality.
Right.
I don't understand people going on vacation. I never understood it. We ain't got time because I don't want to hear you coming to me going, I don't know what's going on in my life. Bitch, you went on 2 vacations. You went on 2 vacations for 18 days. One for a fucking wedding for 9 days. Who the fuck are you? My main thing was like, who the fuck are you to go on a vacation? When you got $1 million, then you go on vacation because you don't have to worry about it. But you go on a vacation, by the 8th day, you're like, this is going on the Visa card. And I just lost 10 days of work with my family, and they're at Disney robbing me blind.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you're thinking about. But these are the same people that are coming up to you in 3 years. I don't know what's going on in my business. Well, every summer you go down the shore like you fucking earned it. Like you're Johnny Bumby. You're not Johnny Bumby. You got to work, bitch. You know, so I never understood that.
Has your mindset changed over the 5 years?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I still don't want to go anywhere for more than 3 fucking days. I got shit to do.
Okay.
Who's going to sit there? You know, when you're 90, maybe you could sit there with your feet up like those dudes in a fucking Corona commercial. You know, Snoop Dogg and the white dude, I can't do that.
But knowing what you know, knowing that you burnt out, do you wish you took, I'm not saying 14 days in the south of France, but
I wish I would have taken time to smell the roses more. But that still didn't mean vacation. And what do I mean by that is maybe going to a concert a week at the Hollywood Bowl. I should have taken Dean Delray up for more concerts, maybe gone to a couple sporting events. I should have done that. But I had so many people that cry in L.A. So many people cry in life. I never wanted to be one of those guys. Somebody offers you money. They offer you a $400 gig. Can you imagine 10 years from now, you're fucking $400 short on the rent, and you're like, I should have taken that gig. Right. That's how I think.
Did you see Bill Burr's special yet?
Yeah, bits and pieces of it.
Because his whole thing, like a big part of it was like how he changed his point of view or his relationship with his wife. And it was you know, it was interesting. I thought the special was really good, but you know, changing your perspective. So like now that you're starting to do more stand up again, are you gonna smell the roses more? Are you gonna do anything?
I have a daughter. That's my rose. That's my rose. Where am I gonna fucking go? Like, you know, you have to be around them when they're young. You got to be there. If not, they grow up like everybody else, fucking half retarded. I don't know what my daddy is. You know, I don't want to live through that shit. That's my biggest fear.
Right.
For how to have daddy issues. I lived in LA for 23 years. Everybody I met had daddy issues, and you could fucking see it. So that's my rose. Yeah, spend time with her. But at the same time, you know I was spending time with her before LA.
Of course.
You know, I was always there during the week. On the weekends, I was gone. And she told me. She told me when she was 7, you got to stop. And I said, you're right. You're right. I got shit. Like right now, I got shit people offering me. I ain't missing a softball game. Why would I? I don't want to miss a fucking softball game. Whatever you got to offer me, because every time I'm at a softball game on a Saturday or Sunday, I always ask myself to check myself. Where would I rather be right now? And you put yourself through scenarios. I'd rather be in a Chinese orgy doing fucking, shooting up morphine and just sitting there with my mouth open. That sounds like fun.
That does sound like
I'd rather
fun.
be here.
Okay.
So that's how I feel. Like, I can't sit in a hotel room all day on a Saturday ever again. Like, ever again. Wow. I did it for 30 fucking years. I did it for 30 years, to wake up on a Saturday, have a great breakfast, take a walk around the town, and now it's 1 o'clock. And your show's at 8 o'clock, and you got to sit in your hotel room, or maybe go to a movie, and then you call home, and my wife's out with the girls, and they're jumping up and down, the kids are yelling, and you got to sit in your lonely hotel room listening to these kids having a good time.
Right.
You know? So that was my smell the roses. Ever since they put me in a fucking hospital a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I looked at my wife and I go, this is completely different. So I changed my perspective. This is completely different now. You know, I always loved my wife. I mean, no, you know, I like to strangle her sometimes, but I love my wife.
Right.
25 years, but yeah, you have to look at things a lot differently. But that shit I was doing in LA, like I told you, I would take a boxing class or whatever, kickboxing. I get 16 calls in 45 minutes. I have to get up and go out and and it was for nothing. Nothing. You could tell me this shit later. Nothing. Once I realized it, I'm like, I'm not picking up these phone calls no more. Let them fucking call 80 times. I'm not picking it up no more. 16, 17 phone calls in 45 fucking minutes. Hi, you have a gig in 2 months? You want to know what music you want? Listen.
Nah.
Go fuck you. They bother you. They fuck.
Right.
And then the agent's putting desperation in you. Oh, we got a gig for you. You got to take it. Got to take this gig. And I'm like, no. It just was something that I just fell apart. That's what really happened. Like during the pandemic, I just fucking fell apart. I was like, I remember still getting on stage here. It was an outdoor show.
Oh, I didn't know you did one of those.
And I went out there and I see bats flying around and shit. And there's a fucking something moving in the weeds. And I'm like, I got up there and I had to look around the whole time. You could see mosquitoes were biting me and shit. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I ain't doing stand-up for a while. I didn't do it for a long fucking time. And then after I got back on stage, guess what?
What?
Still didn't want to do it.
That's crazy.
Couldn't even break through like a barrier of, couldn't even break through. Couldn't think of material. Couldn't be funny. Didn't even care. Then I stopped again for like another 11 months. I'm like, I'm not getting on fucking stage.
Fuck.
I was done, guys. And I'm done now. Like people offer me shit all the time. Movies, and I'm like, fucking, I gotta go all the way up there and do that and listen to that nonsense. And if it's like a high-end fucking movie that I'm like the shit in the movie, yeah, because I'm learning something. But for me to do a movie for fucking people I don't know and go away for 4 days, I'm not doing that no more. I just don't, you know? If it's something exciting like Tom Cruise, and I'm pushing him off a plane or something.
Right.
Fuck, I would love to Tom Cruise push that motherfucker off a plane.
Oh, yeah.
And I love him. I'm just saying that
You
that's
wanna
what
be
I
the
want
guy,
to
yeah.
do. I don't want to do no fucking. They want me to go to Vegas to be a mobster. I'm not doing that the second week of July. It's 140 degrees. Yeah, and I got to shoot. Fuck you. I'm not doing that shit. I'd rather not have insurance.
Jesus Christ.
I'd rather not have insurance. I'd rather pay the money than have to put up with that. I want to do something that's cool.
Right.
You know? Stand up, same thing. If you think I'm leaving for a Thursday to Saturday, you got rocks in your fucking head. I'll tell you, but I'm going to leave Thursday night after the show.
Jesus.
I'll know that once I start thinking about it, I'm like, I'm not staying here Friday and Saturday. I'm catching the first flight out of here in the morning. And that's what because I know me.
Right.
But
At least you do.
That's what changed me after the podcast. I got a little bit more patience. I wanted to be around my family a lot more. I want to be, I was out there in the wild for 23 years with those savages. And there was a lot of people that I really had a good time with in L.A., and there was a lot of people who meant the world to me in L.A., but there was a lot of motherfuckers I didn't like, a lot more than what I liked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Like, I liked a certain amount of people. I feel more comfortable now that I'm in Jersey,
Okay.
and this is the comfort I needed. There was no way I was going to pick up after L.A. and move to another state. That was not going to happen. I was not going to leave L.A. The only state I considered over Jersey was Colorado.
Wow.
But they didn't have no school the whole year. So I was like, I'm going back to Jersey. I can't take my daughter at home for another fucking year. You'll shoot yourself in the head in the computer in the back. Fuck that.
Do you think if Colorado had school, would you have gone there?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
But I think I would have been here by now.
Yeah. Would have been too much.
I think I wasn't ready to go and be a stranger again. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be a fucking stranger in a land and start from scratch. And no, I'm 60. What am I, I might as well, and I love that I live here now. Where I live is a little on the boring side, but that's how I like it. The other night I heard something outside, and there was a deer that crashed into my house. I'm like, what the fuck is outside in the yard, And I enjoy that about it. And I enjoy my life now. I don't have much going on down there, which was a hard to go from us on Studio City to just moving down there. It was rough. And I figured it out. And ever since the first of the year, I haven't even been going out at night. I used to always take a ride. Now I'm not smoking dope, so I don't even take that ride anymore at 8. If somebody calls me from L.A., and I got shit going on, I'll go, you know what? I'll leave here at 7, and that's 4 in L.A., and I could still talk to them about whatever they call me. That's the only time I'll take a ride. But I don't really want to hang out at bars anymore. I don't want to do anything.
How do you feel not smoking?
It was time. It was, she's getting older. Kids are starting to come over the house. I smoke all day, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys that I don't know how to do it like everybody else. I get up in the morning, I have a cup of coffee, I give it 30 minutes, and I'm sparking at 6:45. Most people are drinking coffee and watching CNN. What's Trump doing today? And I'm already fucking out in the garage. Bang, bang, bang.
Right.
And that's what lets me know what the day is going to bring. As sad as it sounds, man. I don't know what I want to do. And now I'm not smoking. And again, I know what I want to do. And sometimes I just blast off with that syringe. I was going down there and buying one a day. I went down there the other day and bought 8 of them. I said, give me all of them, dog, because this is going to be a long week.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes I put them right on the mushroom. Oh, Lord.
I love, you always act like you're sober. There's no sober
There's no sober.
at all. Which, by the way, these are starting to kick in.
Saturday I was sober. And Friday night I was sober all day.
Nothing?
But Sunday, shit. It's
The
the
Lord's
Lord's
Day?
Day.
Yeah.
You got to be ready on the Lord's Day. You got to be prime. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the week. But Sunday, it's just a good day to get fucked up early, 10 o'clock.
Do you miss smoking at all?
Yes and no. because I'm addicted to this. You know, the fucking getting the bong and playing with your weed and, you know, going to get it and it's good and it's 38% and you fucking dry it. You know, I have systems in my house. I have like the drawer when it's wet. Then I dry it in here. Then it gets promoted to the top shelf over here. And then I'll smoke it and I'll have like 4 kinds up here. But I have 3 kinds down there. So I had like this little game going. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Now that little game is over with.
Well, because you did it, I don't know, 40-something years, 50-something years you smoked every day. Do you ever like think like, fuck it, I'm just gonna smoke?
No, because I don't want to end up back in the hospital. It just doesn't make any. Listen, I don't know if that's what it was, but I know that I've been out of the hospital now for 2 weeks with no problems. I'm not fucking gagging. I'm not choking. So let's blame it on the smoke for now.
Yeah.
In 6 months, I might feel a lot different. And shit, I got to do what I got to do, you know?
Right.
But right now, but who knows? I'm the type of guy that once you're off something for a while, just go, why am I going to go back to it? I'm already off this for a month. Now I'm going to start this up again. And for me, it wasn't even fun anymore.
Right, exactly.
Because I had to go down to the weed store every 2 days and mix the weed around. And you got to find them. There's just so much weed in Jersey. So you're looking at 3 stores every day. I'm looking at 3 different websites when I wake up in the morning, looking to see who's got the best weed. I don't need that shit no more, man. I'd rather put my energy into whatever the fuck I'm doing now. Right now, I'm just trying to get healthy. I got a couple shows coming up. I want to do the best job I could do. That's it. I have nothing else on my agenda. Everybody else could suck my dick.
And how does it feel? Because I'm trying to compare you to me, or even just you 10 years into stand-up. Like, now that you have all the power and all the control.
What power and control?
Because you can say...
Are you talking about?
What do you mean? Maybe not, but to me, in my head, you could call any club in the world and be like, I want to come in, boom, boom, boom. I want to come in tonight. And you would never bump anybody.
No.
But at least for stand-up, the world is open to you. That's the way I look at it. I'm sure there's some clubs that might not like you or whatever. But I
don't like them.
Exactly. But like to have that control and to be able to say no, like to say no to some things that I'm sure you 10 years in, like, what the fuck are you saying no to this for?
Here's the secret to this. Here's the secret to this, and you're really going to think about this. We've always had the control. We just never wanted to impose it.
How?
And like I told you, I had a rule after the 3rd year of comedy. I don't mind coming into your club and showcasing. But I would make, as you ever say something, and as you're saying it, you know you're fucking up. Like as I was saying it, I knew I was fucking up. But at the same time, it was saving me 6 months of my life. And I would call people up and go, how you doing, Sean? Joe Diaz. Yeah, your friend. I want to come in and do a showcase. Well, I'll be there Sunday night. Sean. And I would say it just like this. 3 years in, I'm going to come down there on a Sunday night. I'm going to showcase for you like a gentleman. When I get off the stage, is there somebody going to be there to give me a week work of comedy? Now, that's 2 things. You're already putting the seed in his ear that I want a booking. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is tough to say to somebody.
Yeah.
And number 2, I don't want to get off the stage after I kill and you tell me some story that you're going to tell the owner.
Right.
You're just some $100 a night manager. I'm not going to your fucking club. And they would hang up on me.
Holy shit.
Some people tell me to go fuck myself, but I didn't give a fuck.
Saved you.
That little control thing was the whole thing that at least I got. Then they started with, you got to send a tape. Mm-hmm. You know how many tapes I sent in my life? 1. And it was blank. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We've always had the control. It's just we don't take it. And then we get pissed off when people walk all over us.
Right. I ran into a situation, I wanted to fucking yell at someone yesterday, but he's associated in a way maybe with a club that I want to work at.
And they're not.
Right.
They're not.
Right.
Because they're bums. And they're going to threaten you, and they're going to say, you'll never work here again. And by the time you're rocking and rolling, they're not even in the business no more. Like the people that were in the business in 1997 when I got to L.A. that were laying threats. I'm a manager. I never saw them again in
Right.
2008.
Fuck.
They got into real estate, or into the .com business.
Right.
Yeah, they got into the .com. Everybody left. In 99, everybody got into that business. Not .com, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, tech,
A lot of
website.
those people left. So these people are the ones that pull, like, oh, I don't like when you come to the club and do that. That's control. Anybody who knows a comedian knows you don't tell me what the fuck to say. Because whatever you tell me not to say, I'm going to go up there and say it first. That's why you don't put no boundaries on a comedian at all. So when I'm walking into your club and you're like, oh, excuse me, I don't want no fart jokes and no poopy jokes. Bitch, I'm going to open up with a fart joke just to piss you fucking off.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this guy, Kevin Fitzgerald. Kevin Fitzgerald, you two guys are all young except for George. Kevin Fitzgerald had a show on Animal Planet. He was a vet with white hair. I don't know, you guys remember him. Old dude. That dude looks old. That dude will fucking take your throat out. He was in Vietnam. He was one of those crazy motherfuckers in Vietnam. Then he came back on the GI Bill and became a veterinarian. And then somewhere along the line, he became a comic. But before that veterinarian shit, he was the Stones' bodyguard. He was on tour with the Stones when that shit happened. They got stabbed and Altamont and all that shit. Kevin Fitzgerald, you look at him, he looks a little weird, but that motherfucker got stories, and that motherfucker's dangerous. So in 1993, he was at the Comedy Works, and he did a joke about this is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs. Remember, there used to be the egg? Mm-hmm. And when he got off stage, some big guy came up to him, and he goes, Bill Hicks is here, and you're opening for him. Mr. Hicks said not to do that joke. Next time you open it. He went back, thought about it, and he goes, fuck Bill Hicks. He went up there and did the joke. The muscle guy came up to him again, and Kevin goes, I would have taken his fucking throat out. But Bill Hicks came up to him and said, hey, we told you not to do that joke, and you did it. You're on tour with me.
Fuck, I wouldn't have done the joke.
Guys, you have to somewhere as a comic say, this is what I'm going to do, and if you don't like it, I'm moving the fuck on. But that's why when they tell you, like, we can't say this at my club, well, you called me, number one. And number two, I'm saying what I'm fucking saying. And if you don't want to hire me after this, that's fine.
Right.
But don't you ever fucking tell me what I can and cannot do.
Because I've been struggling with, I don't like feeling like this, but the feeling that I've felt in New York with stand-up is a little bit desperate. And I don't like feeling like it. But there's just no, you're just kind of out there.
You're out there, bro.
And with like, it feels like the Titanic, like when the Titanic sank and everyone's in the water.
Well,
that's where I am, right? Oh, well, yeah,
That's
right
the
now,
mushrooms.
for sure. But I'm just talking, like, just even comedy-wise, you're just waiting for someone to help you do something. And, like, if someone told me I don't want to hear this joke or that, I'd be like, okay, whatever.
You know, feel desperate, but always have your fucking boundaries.
I don't like feeling
You are
desperate.
a man, and you have your own boundaries.
Right.
You know, it's like when I stopped doing coke. I was a complete different comic and a complete different individual because I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. God forbid I can't get my package tonight.
Right.
You follow me? So never mind the club or whatever. I was always concerned about that. Once I took that out of my life, it was completely different for me. And that's when my career really started because I started telling people, like, this is what I'm doing.
Fuck.
Yeah, but you got to work Sunday. Now, if you know any of the stories about me, I didn't work Sundays when I was featuring.
That's
I
crazy.
told them to go fuck themselves. I'm not working. Tell your mother. Would you call your mother? That's the attitude you got to tell people. Can I talk to you for a second? It's Sunday. Would you make your mother come in here on a Sunday? No. Then why are you making me come in here on a Sunday? Call your mother next time to work a Sunday. And they'll look at you like, it's the truth. It's like when an agent calls you and says, I got an audition for you at 5:30 downtown L.A. Again, would you send your mother down there at 5:30? No, I wouldn't. Then why are you sending me? Call them and get me a decent time. And they'll either say no or they'll call and get you a decent time.
Right. But, like, that's where I was going with it because they'll give you a decent time because they like you or they want you. And if you're just a nobody at the beginning, they're like, fuck you. If you don't want to come at 5:30, then fuck off.
Hey, Doug, when I started at the store, they used to give me 1 a.m. spots.
Right.
But it was the store.
Of course.
Okay, it wasn't Phil's Auto Garage. You know,
Right.
like midnight with a bunch of fucking, what do you call those little white kids from Brooklyn? The
hipsters, yeah.
Hipsters, whatever the fuck they
Yeah.
call them. Little fags, whatever, sitting there with the little fucking raccoon eyes or whatever the
Right,
fuck
but
they
yeah,
wear.
yeah.
It's completely different.
Of course.
But I still remember doing open mics at 2 in the morning, and one day I decided I wasn't gonna fucking do it no more. And then I started doing those early ones you do, and they're fucking worse. Hamburger Harry's at 4:30. There's no reason. And the only reason to go in there is to get a noose and put it up on the thing and go, here's my 5 minutes, and just hang yourself. They're rough, and I know the position you're in.
Right.
But you have to, right now they're giving you a wall.
Yeah.
You're a smart Jew. You got to figure out how to go around that wall. And they're going to give you another wall.
Right.
And you have to figure out how to go around that wall. And that's what we're discussing in the beginning. When we got here tonight, we're talking about how important basics is. Like I was talking about how I could take Lee tomorrow and go, Lee, fuck my wife, fuck Mercy. I'm going on the road with you. We're doing every weekend. And I'll take him to 3,000 seat theaters. We'll do 2 shows a weekend. And after 5 years, Lee will be a great comic until he has to do a show in front of 20 people. He's going to lose it. Lose it. Your leg's going to start twitching because that you didn't cover the bases. And it's like that old commercial. Remember Pennzoil, George? You can either pay me now or you can pay me later.
Yeah.
But you're going to pay me, motherfucker. So get it over with now. Instead of, right now,
Right.
you're a new man in L.A., in New York. Mm-hmm. They're not going to open the doors for you and give you the red carpet treatment.
No.
You're intelligent. You already know that. You got to get there. Now, I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. I couldn't figure out New York. That's why I got the fuck out of here. Because I didn't know 4 people to bring to the shows.
Right.
Well, George, and he would disappear. I
Yeah.
would pay him $10. I'll be right back. Pay him. I went to get a lighter. Whatever the fuck. So you can't do bringer shows.
Right.
My friends fucking animals.
I got so lucky yesterday
Yeah,
with people.
And then the spots are 2 in the morning. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, the New York Comedy Club will give me a spot. Mm-hmm. But I would stop at 181st Street to get Coke and do the Coke before I had my spot, and then I have to cancel my spot.
Right.
So it was always a fucking nightmare for me. So I chose to develop in Colorado.
Right.
But you're doing a great job here considering. Now, like I said to you, I would love to walk in with you to the New York Comedy Club and go, I'm doing 20, give Lee 10. What's that going to do for you?
Nothing. And
Now
it's-
you're forcing my hand.
right. And I've never asked you for that. I
No,
wouldn't.
no.
But
I wouldn't do it.
Right.
Because I know where it would end off. If we did it in 10 different clubs, 9 of them would hate you, and 1 of them would go, I like the fucking kid.
Right. Dude, one of my, and it's, I don't know if this is something to be proud of or not, but like one of the things I was most proud of in LA was that like I never had to call my parents and ask for money. That was one thing that I just took pride in. And, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people listening who don't, whatever they think about me being a stand-up, I know that I'm working really hard at it, and it's what I want, and I don't want to look back in 10 years and be like, oh, I only got in because Joey called X, Y, and Z. I'm having, as much as I'd love to be in at all the clubs right now, and I'd say yes if they called, I'm having fun, doing the bar. The only place that'll have me right now is barbershops. I do barbershops every fucking month. Someone invites. I feel like it's like they're fucking. They bring me to a barbershop, and the shows are great. But I've done like 8 barbershops.
That's okay.
And it's like, what the fuck? I'm the only guy with no hair in a barbershop. But I love it. It's been, dude. New York is, and I did. It was a weird. Because yesterday I did, I think, 3 mics. 2 of the mics would have got canceled. And what I use mics for now is I really only use them to just say the words. Johnny Rock in LA gave me great advice of just like, you can't go there looking for a response. You just go there to practice. And like, that's what I'm using them for now, is just as a, because it did. If I hadn't have done those mics, my set last night wouldn't have gone as well, because I changed. I'm not at a place yet where I can look at my notebook and like see if things are gonna work or see if the order's right. I have to do it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, then that. So for me, that's what I'm using that stuff for New York, because I'm nowhere close to figuring out New York, but I'm further along today than I was in January when I really started. Because like even when I got here in September, I was gone every week. I was here in town for 2 days a week, maybe.
I was watching something the other day where, what's his name? Schultz.
Andrew
was on Club Shay Shay. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about Rogan. And he goes, Rogan has made a lot of millionaires, And I thought about it. I was sitting there going, what the fuck? Rogan didn't make millionaires. He opened up the door for people. Mm-hmm. And people still had to do the work.
Yeah.
I know 10 guys that Rogan was helping they're still feature acts. I know comics that Rogan got with Dave Sussman. They're still feature acts, I still remember getting the longest shot and somebody going, must be nice for Rogan to call Adam Sandler. I'm like,
fuck off.
Do you really think that's how they do shit? So I know the feeling of people thinking
Right.
that they made a call for you. Not. They didn't make a call. They said something on a podcast, and I had to deliver the goods every fucking night.
Right.
I still had to write the comedy. I still had to go down there. There's people, look at Last Comic Standing. Opened up the door for 10 comics. Where are they today? Teaching comedy classes?
On Zoom.
These guys had opportunities. They just didn't know what to follow. Mm-hmm. I always thought about this. People always want to get on Rogan. When I started, it was always Letterman. It was always Johnny Cash, Johnny Carson.
Right.
Well, that's the one thing. It's what you do after you get that. Mm-hmm. That's going to rock it. It's not getting that. I got my job. All right, now what? You got the job. Now what the fuck are you going to do with it? Mm-hmm. That's what you're always planning. Like I'm always planning not what's in front of me. I'm already planning exactly how this goes down without moving a finger. I let things do it for me. I'll give you an example. I'm doing the garden next week.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay? No, but don't knock me. Everybody knows this. I'm opening up for Tom. I'm doing 20 minutes. No big. I didn't earn it. He called me and said,
"You did too earn it.
Do you want it?" And I took it. Now, the picture that somebody's going to take of me and post, I don't have to do the work. There's 18,000 people there. Let's pretend 100 of them take a picture and put it up at the post the next day. The next day, just people see that and they go, I'm going to go see where I could buy a ticket. But I know that. I'm using it as a workout. I'm using the garden as a 20-minute fucking workout. I got no material to do.
Yes, you do.
I'm using it as a fucking workout. But I already know where it's going to take me. Like, I'm already thinking like that. You're not going to get that from just starting comedy today. You're going to get that from over time and doing it. And you start learning different fucking things, and that's what I like about what you're doing right now, Lee. Don't worry about where you're at. You're doing it. That's the most important thing. I know 20 people at home right now going, I want to stand up. I'm going to stay home and watch the Knicks tonight because the Knicks are going to be in the play. Okay. The Knicks are more important to you than anything else. I know 100 people. Like I said, we could put a fucking sign out tomorrow, put a building in New Brunswick by Rutgers and go, be the next Joe Rogan, learn how to podcast. I could quit doing comedy. Yeah. I have a sucker in there every fucking 20 minutes. I want to be like Rogan. I shaved my head. I got tattoos. It's crazy. People think, you got to put the work in. Mm-hmm. It's nice. I mean, it's nice to be a bartender. Remember, George, when we were kids? Yeah, Bruce Willis was a bartender. And somebody went in there and put him on Miami Vice. Yeah, like you bought that fucking line. No, you had to go to acting class. We didn't know a bunch of shit. Like when he got Miami Vice, he was involved in 20 things already. When he was shooting Miami Vice, he got the show on ABC. But growing up, they said, oh, he was bartending. Some guy went in there and saw him bartending. Unless he's sucking dick behind the bar, doing this shit, poor Bruce Willis. Now he don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Now he don't remember.
God. Right.
But that's, we all think that things are going to happen from fucking influencers, these girls that are hot. And they're like, oh, if I do one profile, somebody will put me in a movie. They're going to put you in a movie, but they're gonna fuck the shit out of you first. You're gonna have sperm coming out of everywhere like a Harvey Weinstein milkshake. They'll put you in a movie, but I don't want you to think they're putting you in a movie because of your artistic fucking whatever. They're putting you in a movie because you got big tits, and they'll just take you. They'll cut you out. They'll tell you a movie, and they'll cut you out. You'll be the next. Who's that really hot chick that's in all the movies, and she's a fucking nightmare to work with? I just saw her acting in a movie. First off, it was the worst movie I ever saw in my life. The Expendables.
Okay.
God, that's terrible. But the Fox girl, that's her name? It's Megan Fox. She was in that. And I'm like, this is what she's going to do the rest of her life. Mm-hmm. Somebody fucked her. She's hot. And this is it. But there's no fucking great roles for her. There's no fucking pretty women for her or, whatever the fuck those roles are.
Well, let's take that out, though. So, like, because you did it in acting, too. You did the $100 a day. If someone called you for The Longest Yard when you were just in LA and you had only done a couple of things, would you have like been ready or like what?
Well, I would have got ready, bitch. Sometimes you got to get ready. So for me, listen, I have two trains of thought here. The one train of thought is you could just read a book so much. That's what we have as Americans. I want to be a writer. Let me go to fucking the place and buy 20 books on writing. Mm-hmm. You just killed yourself for 5 years reading.
Right.
The only way to get good at writing is to write. Even if you start with, I'm going to the zoo today. It improves. Over the week, I'm going to the zoo. It's going to be a sunny day. Today, I'm going to kick the fucking ape in the stomach. Whatever the fuck you're going to do. And we've become too booky and we think too much. Mm-hmm. Okay? When I got called for basketball, do you think I went to an acting class before that? Do you think I knew anything about acting? I knew about Bruce Lee flying through the air, and I knew about The Godfather, and I liked Marlon Brando, how he acted, but I didn't know anything. I still remember going on that set, and them going, step on your mark. And I'm like, what mark?
Fuck.
And they're like, the marks, your marks. And then I remember going to another acting job, and they were saying the same things to me, and I had to tell them, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, but they like
and
that.
And they're like, how the fuck I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And the only thing that saved me was that girl, her father was big, Sidney Poitier.
Oh, shit.
And that was his daughter. And when I worked and lived in Snowmass, Sidney Poitier used to come into the video store with that little black girl. And I asked her, I go, you remember going to Snowmass as a kid? She goes, yeah, all the time with my dad. I go, he used to come into Command the Video. Ask your dad next time you talk to him. She goes, I'll ask him tonight. She came back. She's like, yeah. Oh, my God. I go, yeah, your dad used to come in. So she was kind of nice to me.
Yeah.
She was like, I'll show you what to do. I go, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Bro, as soon as that movie ended, as soon as that TV show ended, I borrowed money from Josh Wolf and I got into an acting class.
Right.
Do you follow me? Because now it was getting serious. Like, I thought I was just going to fucking, go up there and... But they were giving me lines and shit. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know.
How dare they?
You want me to read? Oh, yeah. So I didn't know what I was doing. So then I went to an acting class, and then as I was doing the acting class, I started booking while I was doing the acting class. And it kind of came together. But I didn't just do it. Like, there's people that'll tell you, there's schools in California that if you go to their act, they'll tell you, you can't go on auditions for 2 years.
2 years?
You know what? Fuck you. You don't even know what you're talking about because now they get to blend it together. Like they get to go to class.
Right.
It's like being a union plumber. If you're an apprentice, you got to go to Teterboro twice a week and learn how to fucking burn shit and fucking, and then you're on the job.
Right.
And you might start as a laborer carrying pipe.
Right.
But eventually all that shit's going to mix together. So you're going to be doing pipe and then you go over there and they're going to be teaching you how to do the same pipe. That's when it all is really insane.
1,000%.
But I would never tell you, you're going to be my comedy student, but don't get on stage. No, I want you to fail.
Right.
I want you to come with questions for me every week going, I did my best material and they threw a tomato at me. All right, let's see. Let's start from the videotape. Let's see the videotape. But that's what I think that people, they get too booky and then they don't end up doing anything. Or they get into something without really. So it's kind of a catch-22.
It really is. Because it's like, as someone listening to it, not mad at you or anything, but it's like you can't. It's hard to be like, okay, get prepared, but then also don't do some of this stuff. Like it's, it's like sort of like if you have to prepare doing certain things, like certain roles or certain set, like doing the open mics, doing those 4 p.m. open mics, and it's hard to know when to cut it off for yourself.
You cut it off when you think it's time to. Listen, you know what the difference between a professional and an amateur is in anything?
What's that?
A mindset. If you really fucking think about it.
But there's a lot of people who are really sure
I
they're
will hire
good.
you as a laborer to come in here every day and bang nails and shit, but you'll feel like a laborer until one day you look me in the eye and go, what do you think? You only got to paint? What do you think? You know what I can do? I can do this too. I'm a fucking painter, and I want $15 more than what you're paying me. It's your decision. An amateur and a professional, it's you. It's not somebody else holding you back. You decide when you're going to go, I'm going to do this as a fucking professional. They want me to be here at 8, I'm going to be here at 7:45. I'm going to be the best motherfucker in this room. That's the difference between an amateur and a professional. It's not,
Right, but then also, and going to all these open mics and these shows, I see it. There's people who have that mentality that you have, but don't have the skill.
Well, listen, there's a lot of people who are complacent. And that's the thing that'll kill you the most, is you got to ask questions.
Right.
The cat died 7 times because he was fucking curious. Not because he sat there, looking at his window and the old lady who does the yarn every day.
Right.
The cat looks out a window and goes, look at that fucking bird. Maybe I'll kick his fucking ass today. And then he goes out and the bird fucks him up. He comes in, has a cat of tuna, and then you follow me? It's the same shit. You all right, though?
I'm great, but because there's definitely people, and people could be listening, asking if it's me, but they're like, I know you've seen it, comics who just aren't funny, and like to make the decision, like if they're listening right now, and they're like, okay, I got to do this, I'm not doing it, but then maybe they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, what's right for them. Isn't it kind of weird?
Let me go pee.
All right.
And then we'll talk about it. I got to talk to these people about DraftKings and BetterHelp.
Perfect.
And then I'll come back, give you time to relax. I could see that.
Yeah, everything's moving right now.
Yeah,
so
everything's moving.
I'm really trying to keep it cool, to be honest with you.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. What's happening, you beautiful people? Uncle Joey here to talk to you about March. When it comes to college basketball, nothing is for certain. You'll watch upsets, buzzer beaters, top picks going home early. Get in on full action with DraftKings Sportsbook. You understand me? Whether it's the live betting, exclusive content, promos, parlays, it's the thing to do this March. The birds are chirping, the sun is out, but you need some more action, okay? Now, if you haven't put a bet in with DraftKings before, first time, here's something special for you. Ready? New DraftKings customers, new customers only. You're going to bet $5 and you're going to get 200 and bonus bets like that. Vive la France. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use code JOEY, Joey. That's code JOEY for new customers only to get 200 in bonus bets when you just bet $5. A fin to get in. Who's better than you? Only at DraftKings, where the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
This episode is also brought to you by BetterHelp, one of my favorite sponsors in the world. Why? Traditional in-person therapy can cost you anywhere from $100 to $250 a session to $400. With BetterHelp's online therapy, you can save an average up to 50% per session. Listen, the summer's coming. It's that time of the year. Mental health is just as important as physical health. So it's time to give that brain a checkup. Listen, I was with BetterHelp for like 9-10 months. They helped me out a lot with anxiety. They gave me a couple tools to work for. What's the color of the wall? Blue. Okay. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally, and one of them has been me. If you want to switch therapists, you want to, it's done. It's easy to get started. It's easy to fit into your schedule. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/Diaz, D-I-A-Z, today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com, HELP.com/Diaz. And BetterHelp will help you out. Trust me when I'm telling you. I give you my personal fucking word on this. And that's it, guys. We're back, bitches. Don't forget, if you're hearing voices, BetterHelp will help you. And if, DraftKings, it's March, baby. It's the month you've been waiting for. Anyway, we're back to talk to Lee about hearing voices.
If you're seeing ghosts.
He calls fucking BetterHelp once a month, this poor bastard. Anyway.
Me? I love
Lee, you were
BetterHelp.
talking about bond. Lee, listen. Who the fuck am I or you? Have you ever had somebody come up to you and make a weird remark? Like the first 5 or 6 years you do comedy, people come up to you and make the weirdest remarks. And sometimes your feelings get hurt. Sometimes you don't know how to really handle it. You're just starting out. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm from North Bergen. I still remember doing a show in the city, and your uncle and a bunch of guys driving me. And on the way back, they're like, "You suck." Right in the car. They're like, "No, you suck." Like, that guy was funny, not you. You're not funny. And that's how we were raised. We weren't raised with, "Oh my God, that was so brave." Nah. My friends will look at you and go, "You know what? You suck tonight. That was god awful." And I would sit there in the back of the car, ready to cry, just doing coke, like, "Okay, I suck." And it hurts. It's not good. So who the fuck am I to tell somebody they're not funny? I think somebody would rather hear that their mother's a whore than somebody going up to somebody going, "You know, you're really not funny. You should quit this shit." Because there was a time none of us were funny. And one day you just hit a fucking stage point. It's like anything else in life. You go to jiu-jitsu, you get fucking torn apart for 18 months, and one day you decide to do something, and all of a sudden it just changes. With stand-up, it's like these people get punched in the head for a living. We were talking about that before. They could be retarded after one punch, or they could be retarded after 5,000 punches. You just don't know what punch is going to make them a fucking retard. It's going to make them call BetterHelp and go, yeah.
Oh, they're going to love this.
So I can never, ever tell a comic or a human being that they're not funny. If they believe they're funny, let them go. Let them go. And you'll see these, the longer you do comedy, you'll see open micers that show up everywhere and talk to them and go, "Bro, you ever, nah, I come down here, I do this, I go home, I hear voices, I live in my grandmother's basement." They'll tell you what they are.
Right.
And then 8 years from now, you'll hear they killed themselves. I swear to God, when I lived in Seattle, I'm not being a joke here. You know, plenty of open mics killed them. Some guy got off stage at the Comedy Store, went to the hotel, and jumped off the top of the fucking hotel. You know, this is the shit people do when this is their whole life dream.
Right.
You know, and this happens to musicians. How many fucking idiots go on that show, The Voice? You know, do you think about that? How many people? Your mom's like with one eye, she got diabetes. "You sing good in the shower. I'll go down to The Voice." "Okay." And you go down there and do Dolly Parton. It sounds like Joey Diaz. And they tell you, "Come back. That was great. That was great. We'll call you." You know, how many times can you hear that?
Yeah.
So I can never tell somebody they suck. They have a dream, and then let them go out there and pursue it.
But like, have you? And it's tough because I mean that's not obviously not with stand up.
Now, from the other side of that, let me just tell you something. About 10 days ago,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I saw a name from LA that I'd forgotten about, and the first thing in my mind was that I said this to myself. I go, "She didn't shoot herself yet," because. 20 years she's been trying this.
Right.
25 years. So in the back of I mean, she was there 5 years before I was there. And she's still doing this. So I forgot about her. I've been out of LA for 5 fucking years. So obviously I forgot, and I go, "She didn't shoot herself yet?" That was my first reaction. So I
Right.
get it. Like right now, what I know, I would have left LA in 2013.
Wow.
I wasted my time for 8 years. I could have done whatever I was doing anywhere else because all it is now, you just rotate. You're doing the goddamn Jam, the Improv, the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store. And you're just a revolving thing. And if you do get something out of that, it's like, why am I going to go see him? He's going to be at the Comedy Store tomorrow night. You're just a revolving door. You're wasting your time.
Right, but for stand-up specifically, you don't think being like at the store once a week helped?
Not as of 10 years ago.
Wow.
It helps you. But if you're already established at the store,
Right,
and
I
you're
mean-
established at the Improv, and you're established at the Laugh Factory, why are you still there if you're not acting? You're just going around every night. I got another show. I'm at the whatever. It's just a rotating door.
Right, but you said you would have left in 2013, and I'm not talking
If
about
I
career.
knew what I knew now,
I'm not even take career out of it. I'm talking about you, because you know when you're funny and you know when your jokes are where they're supposed to be. Do you think you would have been as funny if you left LA?
at that point, at 2013, I was doing comedy, what, 20-something fucking years already? I mean, 2015. I thought I saw a mouse.
I thought I'd seen a lot of
It was
things.
a little leaf. But 2015, listen, one thing about me and my comedy career, I don't base it on anything. Anybody ever want to fucking say anything to me, I just say one word. Comedy Store from 2016 to the pandemic hit. Mm-hmm. That's it, bitch. You want to say something about me? Come on now on a Tuesday and Thursday. Look at those lineups, and what do you want to say? What the fuck do you can't say a word to me. Can't say a word to me. Because those lineups will never happen again. When you're following Bill Burr and bringing up fucking Rogan or bringing up Ali Wong or bringing up Whitney Cummings, you saw those lineups.
Yeah.
You saw those rooms in the main room. Forget Netflix special and all that faggotry that they got, you know, the Howard, the Mark Twain Award for comedy. All that, Mark Twain can suck my dick. The only thing that counts in my world for me was those nights at the store.
Right.
If you ever had any fucking doubt, come on down, motherfucker, and try it. Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. But you didn't. But you're somewhere else lying, trying to fucking lay claim. Don't even, for me, it wasn't anything else. It was those 4 years. When you walked in there on Tuesday, most people would faint. Because I know I felt like fucking fainting. When I would come around that liquor store, you know, when you get off Laurel Canyon,
Yeah.
I'd go like, why am I going down there? I am going down there to destroy my career. I'm going to the ADCC, whatever the fuck that is. If I have a bad set down here, it's going to get around. Mm-hmm. So when I would hit that fucking stage, I made sure. Like I just heard Judd Apatow went back to the store. That's because Papa's not there. Because Papa jagged him so bad, he had to go to... When you're not that funny, then you go to another club called... What's that club? Largo. That's where they call it alternative comedy. Oh my God, that's so brilliant. That's where you go. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that kind of comedy didn't work. That comedy was never designed for the Comedy Store.
Right.
Like if you go into the club in the city, I'll take you to the club in the city now, that shit wouldn't work at the Comedy Store. Would not work. She engraved Marines. That's what she wanted, Marines. People who jump out of a plane, land, and instead of it exploding, they make you laugh. That's what Mitzi Shore trained. Mm-hmm. And I was a part of that. So everybody, all these, you know, these people that you see on these comedy award shows, like Steve Martin with an arrow in his head, he could suck my dick.
So like, I know we're
And I'm not
fucked up.
saying nothing disrespectful to nobody. I'm just telling you how I feel. And if you have a problem with that, come on down.
Right, but you also said at the beginning, they said if you knew what you knew now, you would have left
I would have
before
left.
that.
I would have left. But that is something that sticks out in my mind. I'm happy I didn't.
Okay.
Because I was part of those fucking lineups. And Doug,
You
a
weren't
lot
just part
peop-
of them, dude. You were fucking...
A lot of people wouldn't make those lineups today. A lot of people would walk in, look at that lineup and go, my mother's in bad shape. I got to run home, you know.
Yeah.
And I saw it. I saw it. For years, you couldn't be an okey-doke comic and walk into the store. it was not going to work for you.
No.
And now, over the years, it's gotten softer. And oh my God, I love your hair. That shit did not work.
God damn it. It was someone I just was watching a really great comic talking about competition. And he was saying that it wasn't, maybe it was Bill Murray, I don't know. But it was Bill Murray. But it wasn't so much
Bill
like
Murray?
Bill Murray. I'm not in a stand-up sense, but in an acting sense. He's like, okay. And that's what the store felt like then, and I wasn't part of it, but it was all the best in the world being the best. So if you were even a step below, it would have been noticeable. It would have been noticeable, I think.
Very noticeable.
And I think, that's, I'm glad you stayed for that too. Cause dude, I don't know. And I just going to shows back then and having people whether it was the 20 minutes at the store or the hour, it was just a crazy. I've never experienced stand-up like that.
No, it was hard-hitting. All those people that wear hats, that take pictures of themselves smoking a cigarette, that think they're cool, they disappeared from that. Anybody with scarves, guys that wear scarves to be cool on a Tuesday night, they disappeared from that. Tattoos and piercings, that shit didn't go over. It was a stage and a microphone. And you better bring it. Just like life. You come with all disguises you want. The piercing, yeah. Mm-hmm. Come with all disguises you want. When that shit blows over, if either you got it or you don't. You can wear your little skull caps and smoke a cigarette and be cool in front of your friends. But when the shit comes down, either you got it or you don't. Those hats, those tattoos, those hairdos with the spike, I'm going to put blonde streaks. So my friends come up to me and go, oh my God, no, that's not funny.
Right.
And that's what happened. That's why you go to some comedy clubs, people up there with a suit with sneakers on. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. This ain't a costume party.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
This ain't a costume party. And that's why I always respected the store, and I respected coming out of the store. I saw a fucking dude play the piano one night at the store, and Eddie Griffin went up there and he goes, this ain't the music store, motherfucker. This is the comedy store, bitch.
Oh, no.
And and the guy would kill.
Yeah.
The guy would kill with his piano. He's a black guy. La, 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 la. This ain't the music store, motherfucker. The Guitar Center's down the corner. Mm-hmm. You go down there, play all the guitars you want, drums and pianos. It's not fucking comedy. And now what they've done, I'm not even going to get to the subject there, because I have people banding up a fucking... a thing, abandoning shit. But, right now you're in a spot, Lee, that you have to make it, you have to be funny and figure it out on your own. That's it. You have to figure this out on your own. In time, you'll latch on to a club that gives you 7 spots a week.
That'd be great.
And then you can work your shit, and then it's going to take one person to go, hey, how come you're not at New York Comedy Club? I banged the sister. What is it called? That's what happens. For years, you're over there sending tapes, going over, and all of a sudden it takes one guy to go, I play golf with the fucking guy. You want me to call him tomorrow? And that's what happens, but at least you're not at home. And that guy said to you, I'll talk to him tomorrow. What if you're just sitting at home with your girlfriend? Nobody gives me a spot. I can't get through in New York. And all of a sudden I get you at the New York Comedy Club. Now you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're there. You're prepared. Like when you do people think I used to go on the Rogan podcast and just get high. I love that.
Right.
I love that. Everything was planned down to my shirt.
Yeah.
Everything is planned. I want you to think I'm stoned. Yeah, keep thinking that, motherfucker. That's how I'd rob you. And then you say, he's a thief, because you thought I was you thought I was too coked up to put a gun to your fucking head. Well, I'm not, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not, okay? So it's the same thing. When I went on Rogan, I knew I was going on the Tonight Show.
Right.
So you better bring some shit to make him go back and the people at home go, what the fuck is he talking about? Because he's got 1,000 guests on a year.
Right.
So if you want to go on there with your okey doke story about your grandmother or some bullshit that your father got a splinter, you got to go over there and drop it. And that's the comedy scene in New York. When you get your chance, listen, bro, you know it is to do a spot in front of Mitzi Shore when you're doing comedy for 8 years, it was scary. But I knew
Yeah.
it was that, or me going back to North Bergen to sell drugs until I got shot, or OD'd or died. That's how I fucking did it.
And it's weird to think this. This is the first thing I've been confident in probably my entire life.
What, comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's confidence is not something I feel a lot. And I thought I did. Like I liked editing when I went to college for it. And I was okay at it. But this comedy, being confident in comedy, and I'm not saying for where I am. Like the last 2-3 months, I feel very confident that I didn't.
Why do you
before.
feel confident? Because you're prepared.
Okay.
Okay, nobody likes surprises because they're not prepared.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You're prepared, motherfucker. And getting on stage every night, and I know, listen, man, 5, 6, 7 years of comedy, it sucks. It sucks. You're trying to give up your job, you're trying to quit your day job, you're trying to make enough money every month to keep that. There's always a club that doesn't want to talk to you. There's always, there's always an obstacle. But there's obstacles in life.
Right.
So the first obstacle you have now is getting rid of this fucking job next year. That's one obstacle. Now you got to make enough money to pay the bills and all that shit. And that stress alone will kill you. And that's why you don't go on vacation.
Right.
Because the first, you become like, I always tell people, I've loved working on commissions since I'm a kid. You know why? Because on the first, you and me are even. There's no, Joey Diaz's been doing comedy for 30 years. There's none of that. We're even on the first. And that gets my dick hard. I never wanted, why are you going to, well, I'm working for this. Well, you have a ceiling over your head now. Mm-hmm. So go for it, motherfucker. If you're on commission, you got to tell mama, we're not going to Parakeet Islands this year, and stick to it. I don't give a fuck, dump me. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't have time to lose. When I'm 60, then I'll fucking go to Parakeet Islands or whatever idea your family has, all this shit. If you want something, you got to go for it, man.
Yeah.
And that's it. You're in New York. You're in the fucking major leagues. So you better go home and think about, how do you belong in the major leagues?
I know I belong.
Maybe you're looking at this differently. I want you to look at it like, what am I going to do to belong in the major leagues? Took me 7 years to realize I was in the major leagues. And I stopped snorting coke, and I go, I'm in the major leagues, motherfucker. What the fuck am I doing with my life? You're in the major leagues, not as major as L.A.,
Right.
but you're right there. So you have to switch your thinking and get, how am I going to get noticed? Because that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. You have to get mentioned before you get noticed. So somebody's going to have to go, man, have you seen this little fucking Jew lease I had? He was on fire the other night at this place,
Yeah.
And it's such a fucking catch-22. And you guys think like, look, I remember going to L.A., you can't get an agent. Well, why can't I get an agent? Because you have to have something. Well, the only way I could book a movie is if I have an agent. Well, figure it the fuck out.
Right.
And you walk out of the office going, what am I going to do? Okay, I got to go down to the fucking thing every Wednesday. George, remember? Every Thursday I used to buy that stupid magazine that they used to sell at all the newsstands in New York. Well, they sell those in L.A. too. And you got to go in there and open up the paper and go, oh, I'm going to go do a college film that shoots at night with 3 Chinese kids that don't know how to shoot a film. They're going to shoot my feet. And that's what I did for 2 years. I just applied for all those, and I would get it on Wednesday, so the envelopes went out on Thursday, and I would hear back by Friday. There was no like, oh, well, and I would do that while I was coked out. When I get home from the Comedy Store, I'd fucking do those envelopes and write out with your hand instead of typing, so they know you put the time into it. It's fucking A to Z. It's not just, it's A to Z, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, and that's why people become magicians. Because they don't want to put the work in. They don't want to put the fucking work in, Lee. So
Right.
you got the world by the balls, you're young, you got money put away, it's time to really sit down and write your goals and not overthink shit. Mm-hmm. You're the type of guy that you have a plan, and then mid in war, you change it.
Yeah.
Stick to it, motherfucking plan. You haven't even really executed it, but stick to it. put a new reel up every 3 months. But I got to see it on Facebook. I got to see it on Instagram. I got to see it on my daughter's Instagram. Like if I look at her Instagram, whatever, kid Instagram, I want to see somebody sharing it on there. Those are little things that you do. And even if nobody sees it, who's watching?
The universe.
The universe.
Yeah.
The universe is always fucking watching. And even if nobody says, well, I didn't get any of your packages, great. You'll get one when it's too fucking late, when it's the apocalypse. And that's the package will leave coming. But that's how you have to look at it. But you can't give up.
No.
Listen, don't get down on yourself, bitch. I get down on myself, and I've been doing this for 33 fucking years. And I know in the beginning when I was struggling, I'd really get down on myself.
Yeah.
For a few days. It's an emotion.
Like if you bombed, you'd get down on yourself?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Like, and right away, you'll know what happened. Right?
Yeah.
When you bomb, as soon as you get off that stage, as soon as before your girlfriend comes up to you, oh my God, you were so funny. No, I wasn't. Shut the fuck up. I already know what I did wrong. I went up there with too ego. I went up there with too much ego. I went up there with too much bravado. I didn't introduce myself properly. There's 1,000 reasons why you didn't bomb. And yeah, in my mind, all those reasons, shove them up your ass. I bombed because I sucked. And you could give yourself, oh, the wind. You know, there's comics that the microphone system. Keep telling yourself that.
Right.
Keep telling yourself that stupid excuse. You bombed because you suck. Go home, have a roast beef sandwich, and come back tomorrow, and let's try this motherfucker again. It's the same thing when the Haitian kid beats you up. You're not going to stay in. You're going to have a roast beef sandwich, go out there and go, let's go, Rudy the Haitian. Let's give it another 3 fucking rounds. And if you get beat up, it's the same shit. You go home, have another roast beef sandwich, and go out there on Wednesday. And eventually, you're going to get a punch in, and eventually, you're going to knock the motherfucker out.
Right. And I'm definitely feeling that, man. I think
I could see right now that you're feeling that.
You know exactly what I'm feeling. Fucking the only place in the world. Let's take all these mushrooms and then have a normal conversation.
All these mushrooms?
What
Stop
do you mean?
it. 1 gram. Unbelievable.
First of all, you sent pictures of 2 different mushrooms. They were 1/8. Also, you get here, a Ziploc bag, 26 different mushrooms in there.
I gave him the mushrooms.
No,
that
you
were in
did
the
not.
bag. I swear to my daughter. I weighed the
And
mushrooms.
even if you did, that's
them in
still
the
3
bag.
grams of mushrooms. I'm fucked up.
Who gives a fuck, Lee?
What do you mean, who gives a fuck? I don't give. I'm not. Did I complain one podcast? I'm just fucking.
I eat mushrooms every week with Josh Wilson. Let it go, Lee. Stop it. You're not in training. You do that pussy shit during the week, those 25 milligrams, and you play high, and then you come here and look what happens to you.
I was fine.
You can either pay me now or
I've
pay
been
me
paying.
later.
I didn't say one weird thing. I've been leaning out of space in a long fucking time.
Why are you getting all upset?
Because you keep saying.
Because you dilly-dally.
No one's dilly-dally. I'm not too fucked up.
I gave him, in fact, I gave him a smaller one.
No, you didn't.
Then I'll show you right now, motherfucker.
A smaller one.
I'll show you.
It was short, but it was thick.
No, I gave him a smaller one.
A smaller one.
Look, I showed you this one.
You're using pictures from 8 months ago.
And this one was on 1.88.
I forgot about this. No, last week I kept saying you didn't weigh it. You didn't weigh it.
Look at
and then, dude,
he cries.
you're like, no, I didn't cry.
No matter
You said
what.
I weighed it. You're looking for pictures in October. You're like, I weighed it, and I'm just looking for the picture. You were in October looking for mushrooms that you'd already shit out and grown another mushroom.
I don't know a word he's saying. This poor little fucking
You know what I'm
Zombo.
saying.
I don't know nothing.
Yes, you do.
You're just over there getting all like, it's like Gaza, beat up your mom. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because you keep saying I'm doing shit. I'm
Yeah, you
lying,
are.
and I haven't cried
Takes
once.
you 20 minutes to eat them.
I'm so sorry that the mushrooms don't taste good.
You come, oh, they don't taste good.
cares
Neither
how
does
long it
anything
takes
in
me to
life.
eat 'em?
You eat that fucking lizard meat.
What lizard meat have I
This
eaten?
shit you've been eating for 30 years, and now
You keep saying that they
The
paid the restaurant paid Google off to take lizard meat off the review. You can't do that. There's no lizard meat. God
you've been
damn
eating
it.
lizard meat since I
I can't
met
say
you.
anything about food in my entire. I'll be 60 years old saying I like this restaurant. Lizard meat.
Yeah, listen, you know why? It's like sucking a dick when you're 21. You're never going to win an argument after that. You know that. Yeah, well, I would have done this.
I didn't eat lizard meat. You
Didn't
said
suck
I
a
ate
dick
lizard
20
meat.
years ago? That never gets forgotten. You ate lizard meat at
I
that
did not.
restaurant on top of the French, and they told you it was carnitas.
First of all, I like carne asada. Not carne. You like
That
pork.
was not carne asada, Doug. This was the worst restaurant. You could see it was condemned, and he's in
It
there
was
every
not
week.
condemned.
20,000
Now
restaurants
maybe.
in North Hollywood. This
They
guy
all
would
look
pick.
condemned in North Hollywood. Have you seen
they
North
would-
Hollywood?
Yeah, and
The
you
entire
you
city looks
eat 'em all
condemned.
at 'em. One night I gave him and his girlfriend a gift certificate to a fucking fine dining
Morton's.
establishment, Morton's, and these guys still didn't take it. Yeah,
We saved it. You gotta say, it was also for lunch, by the way.
Well,
So
she
we.
wanted to eat. Well, she wanted to eat some
This is a
fucking mystery
relationship 10
meat
years
from
ago.
somewhere.
Why am I in
Exactly.
trouble for what she wanted to do when we lived in LA?
Because this falls on you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I
It
gave
doesn't
you
fall on me.
$100
$25.
gift certificate for Morton's, and instead you went and got mystery meat somewhere because she wanted to get mystery meat, and so did you.
Okay, maybe I did.
A fine
I don't
restaurant.
know. A taco sounds good
So
sometimes.
now you're gonna fucking tell me you never
So
ate
the
lizard
first
meat.
day you get the gift card, I have to use the gift card?
Exactly. Immediately. Immediately. It's like if I'm going
Jesus.
to Burger King
Right?
and somebody gives me a fucking card to Maestro's to get a steak, there's no double thinking, Lee.
I wasn't double think. Dude, I don't know.
You
I don't
didn't end
remember
up
what
at the
happened last
steakhouse,
week.
did you not?
What?
You didn't end up at the steakhouse.
Probably not.
No. So that means
But
you
what
eat
does this have
lizard
to do
meat.
with today? What are you
With that
talking
shit,
about?
Because
The steak I didn't get right away.
Look at
in
him.
2016.
Look
Look,
at
don't
him.
even look at me.
Look at him. Look at him. He's losing
You're
his
just
mind.
saying this
He's
like
like
it's
a battered
normal
woman. Look at him. He
conversation.
won't stop.
Oh, you won't
Look
stop.
at him. He's
This
red.
was in 2016.
I haven't seen him that upset since fucking,
You're bringing up fucking a relationship that was 2 relationships ago.
That's like I said to you. Once you suck a dick, it'll never get forgotten. Once
What
you
dick
eat
did I
lizard
suck?
meat, once you eat lizard
I
meat.
didn't eat lizard meat though.
Yes, you did. You kept eating it over. We used to go to a place. Delicious breakfast place. Best bacon you ever had.
It was good bacon.
Ask him. How many times he went there?
I went a
They would go
bunch.
to they would go to Denny's to eat
We
that.
would not go to Denny's with him. No,
Yes, they would.
You're
They would go to
lying.
Denny's.
Fucking fake news.
get
I did
that.
not go to Denny's. The thing that you get upset about is that I would get it to go. I lived 2 blocks away,
Yeah,
and
why would
she
you get it to
wanted
go?
to get. Yeah, but I didn't go to Denny's that had fucking
went to
AIDS
Denny's,
bacon.
too. You went to Denny's,
I've been
too.
to Denny's with you.
No, you didn't.
When that place was open, we would go to. You're like, I like
Look
the
how upset he
milkshake
gets
thin.
people. Look, he's been eating lizard meat
I have no.
on French fries
Come
and
me
shit.
where I eat, motherfucker. You'll
Long
see it's not.
Beach.
Yeah,
Now-
carne asada fries is good.
Listen, I know carne asada fries, but the problem was there was no carne asada on those fries. It was lizard meat or pigeon, because you love those restaurants.
Well, then
Don't
pigeon tastes
try.
good, motherfucker. I don't know what
That's
the fuck
right.
you're talking
and now
about.
you want to say that with your little Jew feet. You want to say that you don't know nothing. Anyway, guys, it was a great show. This poor bastard.
I'm fine.
2
You get me
hours.
fired up. You're talking about
We're going to
2016.
start documenting how long it is to eat 1.
I'm still not done with the
0.5
mushroom.
All right, let's say the mushroom was 1.5 grams. It still took him 22 minutes. He
Who
looks
timed
at
someone?
it. He looks at it. If I gave him a fucking egg roll, it would be done
Yeah, because it's a
in
much
3
more
seconds.
enjoyable
It could be
experience.
2 days old, and he would eat it in 3 seconds. A mushroom, but they don't taste good. What about the lizard meat you ate for years?
I didn't eat lizard meat.
Yes,
and
you
if I
did.
did eat, it was good.
Yeah, because they creamed it up.
Thank God.
They put cream on it, or they came on it, whatever the fuck you ate.
Oh, now they're coming on it?
Yeah, because you liked it. Anything but fucking straight up cocksucker. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Sorry about this fucking moutage.
What did I do?
Never ate the mushrooms, never wants to be in training.
I'm in.
We're soldiers here. Look at the shape. Last week, he looked like he was doing coke. Every time you called him Lee, what? What? That wasn't me. But anyway,
Yeah.
Lee, where you at this weekend?
This weekend, I'm at Off Cabot, Friday and Saturday. The 29th, I'm at Broadway Comedy Club.
That's next week.
I know.
I didn't ask you about next week.
I told you.
I asked you about this week.
I know, and I told you where it was.
All right, but don't mention next week.
All right.
This week, we're at the dojo on Wednesday night. That's
dojo.
it. Doing a couple sets. I owe you people a shot since before the hospital stays. And that's it, motherfuckers. I love you. Tip Top Magoo. I want to thank DraftKings. I want to thank BetterHelp, Lee's people,
And Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay black. Have a great week, cocksuckers. What's up, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. If you want the maximum out of your sex life, you need Blue Chew Max. It combines the active ingredients like Viagra and Cialis into one chewable tablet. Bam! This baby's gonna get the job done for you quickly. It acts fast and it seriously lasts. And if that's not enough, Blue Chew's online service sends your ED meds right to your door. Nobody knows nothing. You talk to the doctor, he approves it in 2 days. And listen, in 3 days, you'll be jumping up and down with a new margarita. You know what I'm talking about? Getting started is easy and totally online. You chat with a licensed medical provider, and if you're approved, you'll get your prescription in just days, guys. And listen, whether you don't have ED or you do have ED, no matter what, you're showing up with 3 guns. You follow me? She's not going to want it. She's going to call you the next day. What'd you hit me with, Papa? Anyway, make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at BlueChew.com. And there's a special deal for the Church New Testament family. You're going to get 1 month of Blue Chew for free. That's what I'm talking about, okay? It's March. What is it? March, April? Forget it. You start now in March. By July, you'll be a savage. You understand me? So do yourself a favor. Go to Blue Chew and press in promo code JOEY, Joey, and just pay $5 for shipping to get that party started. You understand me? That girl will be fucking jumping up and down when you get through with her with that Blue Chew pill. That's promo code JOEY. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Like, don't eat 10 of them, you know what I'm saying? Because then you'll really fucking knock people out. And I want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Kick this motherfucking Mule. What's up, you savages? Uncle Joey here with his trusted bodyguard, Lee Sayat, direct from Israel. It's the church of what's happening now, New Testament, Tuesday, July the 29th, right?
Right.
All right. What's happening?
Well, I'm good, dude. I'm happy to see
Everything
you.
all right? And something else is July 29th. My beautiful nephew, Nicky Porkchops, a.k.a. Nicky Hoboken, a.k.a. Nicky Jersey City, a.k.a. Nicky Elections, a.k.a. Nicky Astley's happy birthday to
Happy
my favorite
birthday.
fucking nephew.
The month of birthdays.
Huh?
The month of birthdays.
2 fucking birthdays. One last week and one this week. 2 weeks I got to eat cake, but today's cake was very good too. It was
Yeah.
a nice Carvel, little one, fresh. Not when, like if you don't live in Jersey or New York, you're eating that shit that's 22 days old. You know, it's like fucking paint. That top layer where it says like happy birthday, stupid. You can peel that off. It's like shoe fucking leather by the time we get it. I lived in California for 23 years. I suffered like that. For years, I had to go to birthday parties and eat the Carvel, making believe I was having a good time. But it was 20 days old, this cake, and I missed Carvel that much, and I would eat it.
You know what? It was nice today because George, it was like sitting out a little bit and like
Yeah.
the top got a little soft. Like I didn't know it was ever like, it tasted almost like marshmallow, which like I didn't know. I had never, because I had ice cream cake when I was a kid, but like my introduction to like Carvel cakes was you. And because you, dude, like that was like one of the first rules I learned with you. It's like, if it's any sort of event, there's going to be a Carvel cake, and there's not going to be
that
any
was
other
it.
cake.
I'm holding on to the last of my faith out in fucking Studio City where people wanted to eat a carrot cake for your birthday. I'm not showing up with a carrot cake for your birthday. And it's got homemade cream cheese and gluten-free and there's no nuts. Get the fuck out of here. It's your birthday. If the kids eat a peanut, fuck them. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, not the fucking ugly kids. It's your birthday. So I listen, man. I don't know if you call me nostalgic. I don't know what you should call me. But I know that you have to fucking stand up for something.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I lived in L.A. and I could easily say, what's your favorite ice cream? Oh, I love Johnny's yogurt, non-gluten jam in a cup. I have to agree with him for my career to get anywhere.
Right.
Or for us to hit a certain spot. I didn't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you from what I grew up. Now, I know Carvel's not the best ice cream. I'm not a fucking dummy, but it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's like the other day. You guys hear me talk about Rudy's for 20 fucking years. Rudy's one of my favorite restaurants. It's a deeper type thing, man. I went there during a lot of tough times. I was a kid when I first did. They used to have mugs of Heineken. They served me. That's loyalty. I don't give a fuck. There's 1,000 restaurants that are better, and you have waiters and Chinese people throw food in the air. But, Doug, you go on Rudy's, and every time you're going to go in there, they're going to shock your fucking world. I went in there the other night with my daughter. They had a chicken cutlet with a burrata special with peppers. And
Nice.
It's not for me anymore. I can't eat that shit. But I kept looking at the guy going, holy fuck, if I would have smoked a pound of weed, I would have ate that. You know,
Yeah.
For me. But it's not about the food. I go in there with my daughter. I'm feeling good. We're going to go to the Happy Gilmore thing. And, okay, it's a guy with a banjo playing country music. I'm sitting there at Rudy's. Okay, it's one song, you know? But then it was like a second song and a third song, and I saw the bartender put the volume up because she wanted to sing along with the songs. Like, this is fucking cute. And after like 30 minutes of getting a headache and my food hadn't come, I called her over and I go, where you from? And she goes, Edison. And I go, then you're not going to understand what I'm going to tell you. I go, this is fucking Hudson County. And after the Cubans and the Dominicans and the Turks and the Arabs, after they've taken everything, the Italian, the Irish, after they've taken everything from Hudson County, you got the audacity to play country music up in this motherfucker? I got to step out into Bergenline or whatever that is, Anderson, and I don't know what I'm going to get. It could be rigatoni, that communist music. It could be that shit. It could be any of this shit. That rap shit with the same bell. Yeah, mama. Bing, with a guy with a bell. Oh, I'm fucking impressed. It's the same shit. But you won't have the audacity to put on cowboy music in Sinatraville. Like, you have to stand for something.
Wait,
As a human being, you have to stand for something. You have to stand for something. They've taken everything from me. You're not going to play country fucking music in a bar in Hudson County. Okay, Joey, you're off fucking guard there. Rudy's is Bergen County. I don't give a fuck. It's an extension of Hudson County. Before Fort Lee, it cuts off. Once you hit Larry Wu's Shanghai Palace, that's the end of the North Bergen. People don't know who Larry Wu's Shanghai Palace is. It used to be across the street from Tickets from England and all that shit. Once you pass that, you're really in Cliffside. But before that, that's still a little bit North Burgundy, a little Fairviewish, and the rules still count. So I told her, if you want to play country music, I ain't mad at you. Go down by my house. Get the truck, get the banjo, go to Marlboro. You can play all the fucking country music you want. But go to a restaurant in Marlboro and see if they're playing country music. They're not.
So wait,
So why the fuck are you playing country music at Rudy's?
I thought you said there was a guy with a banjo there. You're just saying they had country music on?
Yeah. 4 or 5 songs in a fucking row.
Was anyone else upset?
No, I don't give a fuck who was upset. They have no class. They don't have roots. They don't have roots in the community. I don't have nothing in this world. I don't have a family, but I grew up here, and this is all I got left. And every time I go to Hudson County Park, I see fucking these 4-foot people with bags and people eating corn. We didn't eat corn in Hudson County when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? No. We had ice cream or Hashway's Deli or pizza. Now they got sweet corn. You know what I'm saying?
With the little cheese on top and the... Yeah, it's
Leave me
good.
the fuck alone. That's good. Because you're
called
another
elote.
fucking Momo, okay?
Do they have good elote
you don't
in the park?
understand where I'm coming from. That shit is good. But not Hudson County Park,
Right.
okay? They even put a Cuban place in there. I don't want it in there because that means the food ain't going to be that good. You have to ship it from the restaurant over. They cook. There's rats down there. There's fucking seashells. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Whatever the fuck they got down there, those little pigeons and the shit down there. You know, I know Hudson County for what it is, man. I fucking went to a basketball camp down there, and I fell in love with Jersey City. And I fell in love with Hoboken, the Benders, the people who took me on when my family died. Then the Ascaleses. Everybody I grew up with is from Hoboken, and they all stand for something. They all stand for something. You know?
And is music like a slippery slope? Like, is that
It's
just
not
like...
a slippery slope. But at least stick to the fucking neighborhood. This is Sinatraville.
Okay.
So if you're not playing Sinatra, I really don't want to fucking hear your music.
Right.
Because every time I step out on Anderson, Bergen Line, Kennedy, I hear, I hear fucking, oh my God, me and my daughter got in an Uber in New York the other day.
What did it smell like?
Dog, I had to open the window. The
I
guy's
told
like,
you, I knew it.
you want air conditioner? I go, no. This is air. And he goes, why? It's hot out. I go, why? It smells like somebody farted in here for 8 hours straight. Like, that's what it smelled like.
Yeah.
Like, if I came in here and just farted for 8 hours straight, in the movie theater, I was smelling myself. I still had the fucking fart on me. Not till I got home off the ferry. I had to stand out there and air out in that fucking Hudson County dead man water, Mako Lake of death over there. I'm fucking getting salt water. That's how I got it out.
Yeah.
In the movie theater. I could still smell the fucking fart.
Oh, it kills you.
It was, listen, I'm not.
It's not a fart. I don't think it's a fart.
Dog,
I think they haven't bathed in a long time.
He had a ride from fucking Maryland to Kennedy Airport, and the guy didn't need a laxative. And that guy just kept farting, and he's on the phone, because they're on the phone talking to
Constantly.
the fuck.
Who are they talking to all day?
I don't know.
For 10
They're
hours?
like black people in prison. You ever go to prison?
No.
On the phone all day with some chick. Yeah. I'm over here. Yeah, how can this chick get a job? How's she going to watch the kids? How's she going to cook? You got the fucking lady on the phone all fucking day.
Constantly.
If you got to walk down the street and talk to somebody, you're a little retarded. Put the fucking phone away. Pay attention to your surroundings. You're walking through beautiful air and you're out. And then you got those idiots that put it on
Speaker.
Like, I want to hear that retard. Because they want everybody to hear, yeah, so make an offer of $80,000. I can't, Bob. I don't need it. Shut that shit up, man.
It's the worst.
Listen, guys, I'm going through some changes.
I can see that.
I really, really, really have been going through some changes lately. I have to call a dear friend of mine tomorrow and apologize for my behavior. I've told you guys for a long time, I'm getting old. I'm not getting grumpy. I'm getting sick and tired. And people are very nice, and I get it. But every once in a while, people think they're cute, and they don't get it. I got in trouble when I was a kid, a lot. And then I got a piece of advice one day, and they said, I want you to start using your ears. Listen to what people are saying. Really tap into what they're saying. So next time you see them, I want you to practice and bring something up from their life. That's your homework when you talk to somebody. And they go, I got a little sister. I don't care about your little sister, but next time I see you, I'm going to say your little sister. You follow me? I don't even know what we're talking about here.
You were talking about that you're not getting old, you're getting...
Okay, I'm getting a little sick and tired.
Yeah.
When I tell you something one time, it's not for you to take it and throw it away. And then fucking, if you say to me, Joy, I have a business that I want you to be a part of, and I go, George, listen, I'm 62. I got a daughter. I don't want to do shit. I got to go back on Twitter and talk about weed and shit at my age with a 12-year-old daughter. So there's some things that you can't give me enough money to do. I don't want it. I don't want it. So when I tell you that one time, get the fuck out. Like, stop. It's not going to work out for you. And people always want to push together. And then they all become like your fucking aunt at Thanksgiving. We all have that aunt that, you just want something normal. Can I get mashed potatoes? You never had my mashed potatoes. I put turnips and snake shit and something else. And I got to be like impressed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even though you told them you don't like it, they still give it to you.
That'll piss you off.
And that's good till you're about 12. And then one day you got to ask your aunt, can I ask you a question? When you take it in the ass, do you mind what honey it is? Whatever, something to throw them off, to understand what your point is.
Right.
Some people refuse to. So I got a call this week at 9 a.m. from somebody. I'm not awake, but he's such a dear friend of mine that I called him back out of respect. I'm headed to the dentist to take stitches out of my mouth. I answer the phone. I love this guy. Me and this guy were criminals together right in North Bergen 40 fucking years ago. Just the fact that he's still alive and he's still got heart. So he says to me that he's got a studio somewhere and he wants me to dump this one and go over there because I could save money. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I like going up there. And he's like, well, why would you want to go up to that shithole? And right away, dog, I have other reasons why I go up there. Well, what are they? None of your fucking. And I just went off and hung up on him because he wouldn't stop with the, it's better down here. They're opening up restaurants. I'm sick of all you motherfuckers telling me about what the fuck I know. We just got Cuban food tonight. A couple Cuban sandwiches. Not the best, but you're not going to get a sandwich like that in Pennsylvania or anywhere else. The only place, or anywhere else in this country, except Miami. If you want a sandwich like that, it's going to be Miami. Yeah, your friend has a place in Nashville and they do Cuban food. That's garbage. That's some guy with pulled pork. He don't know about Cuban food. They eat it just to be cute. No, I want Cuban. You're not going to get a better sandwich than that.
You don't have the office here because of the Cuban food, and I think
Listen, look at that fucking Greek food you took home to go that your shit is still bleeding from.
Listen,
That's like a fucking ice should be raiding them any day now.
What, my
you ate
colon?
that shit, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. You know
oh
what I'm
no,
saying?
that place was good for
This
midnight
is
or whenever
Hudson
we
County,
went. Yeah.
motherfucker. Go up to Fort Lee and look at the cannonball. George Washington landed here. They had like a war out here somewhere, didn't they? George Washington, Fort Abe Lincoln up the corner in Fort Lee. That's why it's Fort fucking Lee.
I didn't know. Okay.
I don't even know why it's still Fort Lee because wasn't he a pedophile? He had like the first black slave. You know, everybody had a slave, but poor fucking Fort Lee, whatever his fucking name is. What's the guy's name? Something Robert E. Lee, right? That's what.
No, that's in the South, I would imagine.
Huh?
Robert E. Lee's like the other war, the Civil War.
Okay, I don't know. I just
Me
heard
either.
Lee, and I know he ain't Chinese. You know, I know fucking Fort Lee is not named after a Chinese dude. Maybe now, and even then it's Korean. But the guy Lee, he was blonde. You can go up there and there's a cannonball. There's still a cannonball, and it says like right here, George Washington took a nap. Dog, this area has always been booming. This is the #1 area to see Martians. In my world, and I traveled all across this country, none of that shit with Guy Fieri, because I ate food that you eat when you're fucking broke. I was a feature act, so you can't come to me with no stories. You follow me?
Right.
I ate feature act food. It wasn't, Chris Walensky. No, it was not like that. It was
Right.
feature act food. So when I refer you to a place, it's feature act food. It's feature act budget. And I had one of those places across the country. And in my world, that's the restaurant you want to eat at.
Oh yeah.
Because they respect you for being an American. You respect them. They give you $1 worth of food, and you give them $1. And that's it. No fancy, no harpos, no, oh my God, well, Gigi goes there. I don't give a fuck what Gigi does.
Especially for certain kinds of food, like
Yes.
Mexican
Like,
food.
dog, tell these motherfuckers when I take you to Denver, how much is the tab at that place?
Oh my God.
Tell them what the breakfast is in there.
A fucking green chili, eggs, and then green chili and everything. I had green chili on a breakfast quesadilla, on a burger.
What's the
there.
price?
The
for
whole
the
bill for
breakfast?
both of us was like maybe 30, 40 bucks.
You're fucking crazy.
Really? Less?
They have a special at that place, Bob's number 2, every morning.
Joe, wait.
Yeah.
Sam's.
They have a special. They give you 2 eggs, a bowl of chili, and something else for fucking $4.99.
Oh, I don't know if it's $4.99.
It's $4.99 for the breakfast and a bowl of chili $6.99. So you're fucking crazy. Go on the fucking menu. Go on the fucking menu.
Sam's number 3 in
Sam's
Denver.
number 3. They probably raised the prices, but dog, those are the cheapest prices. When you walk in there, it says it. Been on fucking
Denver's best diner.
Oh, it's great. It's right next to the
dog,
the
nothing
Comedy
fucking
Works.
like it. Nothing like it, brother. Downtown. That's where we go. Downtown.
Yep.
Right up the corner from
I've
the
been to
Comedy Works.
both.
That is something that I've never seen, the green chili. And they used to have another place, too, that had a bunch of locations in Denver. And that place was world fucking class, too. All this food is dirt fucking cheap.
60 gallons of green chili a day.
Oh, and it's good. It would be 62 if Joey and I lived there. Because dude,
You have no idea. Nicky pork chops. If I take you there, you'll put green chili on everything because it goes on everything. Eggs, a cheeseburger, fucking burritos, cereal. Like if you're eating cornflakes, put some green chili on that motherfucker.
Oh, and dude,
How much? How much?
let's see.
Bowl of chili still $6.
Weekday
Oh, they have
early
bird. I
specials.
love early bird.
Yeah,
specials.
I'm an early bird. I'm an old man. What's the price, brother? And look how many early bird specials they got. How many?
The cheapest one is the one you're talking about. It's got $9.99.
Okay, what do they give you?
They give you bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, scrambled or regular, and toast. $9.99.
So if you couldn't hear bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, and toast for $9.99,
and the bowl of chili.
that's
$6.
crazy.
So it's 16 with a bowl of chili.
So at least at 32, 40 bucks.
Yeah, I wasn't that far off. 'Cause trust me, I know numbers.
Listen,
but
I went there. I remember the first time I went there by myself before radio, and the tab was $8, and I gave her obviously a 20,
right.
and I told her, "You just saved my fucking day." But look at those specials, guys. That's why I could send anybody. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I could send anybody there and go, "That's a fucking restaurant." If you don't like that place, then we don't even need to ever talk again. Because the burgers were great. And I don't like burgers. They got a Mexican burger that they put in a fucking
Tortilla?
a tortilla. No. This place is the real shit. I went to the place I took you that I lived and died. I've been going there since 1984.
And where?
That's how loyal I've been to those motherfuckers. And when I go to I would go to San Jose,
Oh,
the
Original
most
Joe's.
boringest town, where hookers would come up to us as we were walking to the club in a mall with kids and shit. It's outside, but hookers. Well, every time I went there, one time during the week, a hooker would just come up, and you thought she was coming off the train because the train runs on the street. You have to cross it.
Right.
Remember, there's a movie theater. That's what we called the hooker for you. And
She didn't show
made
up.
the bed.
I did
You
make
made
the bed.
Yeah, we called him. Hurry up, we got a hooker down
No,
here.
you called me for like 18 times over 2
And
hours.
he takes an hour. Where you been? He goes, I had to make the bed, Lee. She's a fucking hooker. And then we
Yeah,
didn't
but
have
it
a
was,
hooker
yeah, I
for you.
did. You didn't even have, but yeah, I did make the bed. But
But
hold
that
on.
place there,
Original Joe's.
Original Joe's.
Yeah.
I've been going to Original Joe's, San Francisco, 1984 in the fucking Tenderloin. That's what my loyalty is. Why? Because when I was flat fucking broke, I'd go in there and get a bowl of pasta. They give you when you're broke, you eat bread. You know what I'm saying? You milk that fucking bread and that meatball, and you get that cheese and start eating that too. And there was a waiter, Mr. Something. He's Chinese.
Okay.
And every time I went, he knew. And I would bring him like cocktails. And whenever I stole and I made money, I'd give him money. Like I'd give him for all the tips that I'd miss out on.
Right.
So he used to give me Nutty Irishman, which is like Kahlua and
Bailey's?
amaretto and
Is it Bailey's at all?
Bailey's. Amaretto and Bailey's with a little whatever. And, he would always give me those. You don't get drunk on those.
Right.
But I would sit there with my little martini glass because they all had like they're all waiters.
Suits.
With black on and suits. And I would sit there like Sinatra. Here I am, 1985, San Francisco. If they could only see me now in North Bergen.
Oh.
Living like a doctor in this motherfucker.
And what does Sam's and Original Joe's have in common?
Bro.
They both have a bar, like where you can just sit. At, what is it? What is that called? It's not called a bar at a restaurant. It looks like a bar. Like you can just sit as one person
Where?
at any restaurant. Sam's and Original Joe's has.
Oh yeah. They have the counter.
Counter. That's
They
what
have a counter with the
Dude,
spinning seats.
I
You can
love
sit
the
there by
counter.
yourself.
The counter's the best spot at any restaurant.
Any restaurant. I know of an Original Joe's.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
got the fucking counter too, dog. Original Joe's got an Italian hamburger. Look at me with steak fries at 11 o'clock at night.
Says it right here. $25.
But it's good. It's a $25
It's
burger.
a fucking Joe famous
like steak.
hamburger sandwich. Unfucking believable. That's where I'm gonna send you.
Right.
The other day again, I saw a thing on Instagram. The top Cuban restaurants in Miami. The restaurant I've been talking about since 1999. Porter Sagua with the gay waiter. Still in the top 5. And they can't be expensive. No. My friend went to Gloria Stefan. It was $300 to eat Cuban food. You got robbed, bitch.
Right.
I hope Gloria played the fiddle or fucking something because you got robbed. I sent him to fucking that place the next day. He's like, Joey, $67. My whole family ate. And we ate like fucking, I don't know how it is now. It's down by Collins Avenue. But it still made the top fucking 10 list.
Dude.
That's what I believe in. I'm not going to send you. I don't want to see. Listen, anybody could send you to oh my God, the River Palms. The waiter, he rubs your foot. Sometimes not everybody that watches this show could get their feet rubbed at a fucking restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
And let's just even say like Morton's. Sometimes it'll be a good steak. You'll have a good time, but you'll drop $300. It's also great to go to Original Joe's and spend $40 on you need to have like reasonable prices. Like that makes a huge difference. If you enjoyed it or not. I would have enjoyed it for 30.
I can't refer you. I can't refer people to anything anymore. Like if you told me, listen, I'm so old, I'm out of tune with life and the metropolitan, whatever. But I can't refer you to a Yankee game or a Met game. Because if you have 2 kids, that's $400 that you don't have. $400 is conservative. I just mistaked on that because it's $160 a ticket.
I was gonna
So
say
that's 2 kids and your wife and you. And what are you gonna do? Sit there and look straight ahead and not eat hot dogs? The kids, what are you gonna do? Give them fucking Chinese Yankee hats from Chinatown with the Y upside down? I mean, and that's who I think about when I think about those games or a restaurant or something. I'm like, what about the family of fucking 4 that have to eat? Like the other night I saw an app and 2 entrees for something, one of those Australian restaurants.
Outback.
Yeah, you're going to shit blood. You're not even going to make it home. You're not even going to make it home. But America that's a night out now in America.
Oh, yeah.
For a family of 4. That's a sad fucking truth.
Even just a single, like, honestly, last night I had in my head I wanted to go to a diner and get breakfast after my spot. I didn't go because I looked at the menu before. I just had a feeling it was going to cost me $40 to $50 to just get eggs and bacon. Like, between that, a drink, to sit there, a tip. And I was like, it's not worth it. Like, I'm just not, because we've talked a lot about places being empty. And I think people just look at it, they're like, fucking, I'll just do, like, that's, like, we've had Factor before. That's why they're huge now. It's like, why would I go
and drop 40 when I could drink a Factor or something in the morning just to hold me over till 10 till the fucking guy comes to the office with burritos or something.
Yeah.
Or a taco, whatever you get at 10:15 for that first break. But when I refer a restaurant, it's not going to be a high-end place. That's not my bag at all.
Right.
It's going to be a place where I love fucking, look at what we talk about all the time. It's not the best restaurant in the world. It's not. Las Palmas. It's a good Cuban restaurant. It's a very good Cuban restaurant. But what do I like it the most? Because 5 of us could go there and we drop $1.20.
Well, like, that's what I think the difference is with that place. And I'm not a Cuban
and I'm
expert.
not cheap.
You're
But
not cheap.
I'm happier there.
And
because people think they're going to go to a restaurant and pay $400, and you're sitting around it's like Tony Montana. You're all a bunch of fucking mummies. You eat this fucking food. It's the same. It's just a bunch of people being the same shit with a tuxedo on.
Right.
Whatever the fuck they're doing, sitting there eating a meal. I can't eat a meal with a suit on. That's
No,
a
you're not
funeral.
comfortable?
That's a funeral. I got to sit there with hoop-doop-de-doo shoes on. I want to sit with sweats, and you got to put your balls to it. You got to be like Moses, like when you got to part those balls. You got to stretch out your little legs.
Are you parting them now?
I've always parted them.
I have.
What do you mean part? I just go, and you part them. So you have more space at the movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my dude! But that's like with Las Palmas. To me, a white dude, their quality of food
It's tremendous.
would be worth more.
Dog, the breakfast there, that breakfast, you're not going to eat lunch.
No.
Well, maybe you.
Yeah.
But
Listen, you'd be right there with me, Mr. Hash. Like,
Listen.
we'd be going. You never ate when we were in LA.
what do you mean?
You're just saying I'm the only one eating.
I eat.
You ate all the potato tacos I ate.
Oh, bro. What would you do right now?
Ooh.
What would Nick do if he tasted one of those potato tacos?
He'd
Like that
move
with
to
the-
LA.
a nice
He'd be the
crunchy
mayor of LA
taco.
in 6 years.
The potatoes were perfect. It was like a mash mixed with fucking
And that little
cheese
salsa after.
and salsa. Fuego, motherfucker.
Yeah. Dude, that is what's fun about going, like, any traveling, or even just, dude, that's my favorite part of going anywhere. If I know I'm going to a city, I spend like weeks
Listen,
looking up places.
I'm going to surprise you motherfuckers. I just got a date in Chicago.
Really?
I don't know if I could take it. It's a weird date. We're trying to get a Wednesday show. That's the type of town that you got 2 options. Yeah, you could call a friend and say, recommend me to somewhere. And they'll recommend you something. Oh, we'll just take a walk on the south side and take a chance.
Yeah.
And then
Or both. Or we do one recommendation, one chance.
we went to that place, Italian Beef.
Yeah.
Remember you went with me? It was in a
Dude,
fucking...
that was
Dog.
a great weekend.
You get out of the car there, you're looking both ways, Jack. Woo, loaded.
Dude, that was my
When
first
you get out of the
introduction to it.
car there, you're looking both ways. You got to have a guy with his foot on the pedal in case the place gets robbed when you're in there. Oh, yeah, it's real. But that Italian beef, and you get the beef. We always get the beef with the peppers. Then we get the beef with the sausage in the middle.
Yeah, that blew my fat mind.
My fucking God.
Dude, when the first time I had
Huh?
it with you was in whatever it's called, not where you shot the special, and we pulled up with one of your friends, and it's a dipped beef with a foot long sauce in the same sandwich. And it's just on them. It's not a secret menu. It's just on the menu. People are ordering it on a normal like Tuesday. I love Chicago. Oh my God. They understand in Chicago.
The thing about Chicago is my type of city because you can just go for a short walk and you'll smell something. You'll smell something and go, what the fuck is that? And then you'll look and you'll go, ew. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. You'll look at the glass and go, ew. They haven't cleaned that glass in years, but it does smell good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you look at the menu and you're like, I'm going to give it a shot. And you go in there. And that's where that's where you're like, oh, I'm in Chicago. Let me tell you what I fell in love with in Chicago. All of you are going to hate me. I'm going to get hate mail. I'm walking in Chicago, smoking a joint in like an affluent neighborhood. Whatever. It's it's where the Zanies downtown.
Right.
Which I don't like that neighbor. Too many
I haven't
white
been
people.
there yet.
I like the other one. With
Rosemont.
the crazy workaholics, the Polacks and shit. But they put you down there. And one day I went for a walk, and it's a beautiful neighborhood. And I'll tell you what I stopped for, and I got hooked.
What's that?
Coconut oatmeal and coconut milk with little pieces of coconut on top of that motherfucker in Chicago. Like, I'm like, they're poisoning me. Breakfast in Chicago, this is a blue-collar city.
What should you get?
It's fucking like June. Why should I get oatmeal? I went in there, and I took a picture of it, and I took a picture of the thing on the menu, and I told my wife, start making coconut oatmeal every fucking morning. For like a year, I took it. I love, and when Texas, I go to Houston because, again, it used to be the cheapest place in the city and the cheap place in the country for people to go out to dinner. That's one of my favorites. A family of 8 could go out for the small lady. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All those little restaurants like that. But anyway, we're going to take a breather, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about a couple things that happened the last few weeks, okay? Stay black, cocksuckers. We'll be back. What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. I want to talk to you about something. You're not getting any younger. Neither am I. Look at me. I got a beard now. If you're on the hunt for a natural way to stop ache and pains like I am, check out Cornbread Hemp. Their CBD gummies are made with the purest and most potent CBD because the flower is the only part of the plant they use. When you want something that gets the job done, you want Cornbread Hemp. Let me tell you something. These gummies are delicious also. They got blueberry breeze, they got blood orange, they got watermelon, and you can mix them up every day like I do. All their products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic, so you know you're taking something safe and pure. So do me a favor right now. Everybody's got this, that, this. This is Uncle Joey telling you. Right now, church listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head over to cornbreadhemp.com/church. Again, cornbreadhemp.com/church, CHURCH, and use code CHURCH. It's that easy at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/church and use code CHURCH, CHURCH. Don't be using code HOUSE. I know a lot of you people get confused. It's code CHURCH, CHURCH at cornbreadhemp.com. We're back, Jack. So anyway, I was getting to you guys about that I went off on my friend, and I really apologize. I got to call him tomorrow and tell him I'm sorry because I don't want to go to Pennsylvania. And the reason why I was mad at him, not mad at him, but I had an undertone of anger, was because the guy I met, and again, he offered me a weed thing. I told him no. And, you know, like when somebody tells you something, they don't want you, but they're kind of assuming you're going to go, I want in on that. And I talked to him once, and I go, I don't want to do anything. I'm busy with my daughter. I don't want to do anything. I appreciate it. And then he did something, and I made a mistake taking it. That's where it was wrong. Because now that gives people the green light to torture you whenever the fuck they want. And it was, before I got the thing, I think I counted 27 emails. 27 emails of what's in it, who made it, who grew it. Guys, I'm busy. I got time to sit here and read 10 minutes of your company history, nor do I give a fuck. And then he started hitting my Instagram, which really started pissing me off because that thing vibrates. I'm getting rid of that thing. I'm in my dentist office. I'm getting drilled, and I'm getting goofy people. And he was one of them, sending me pictures of this is me with Nick in 1984. I don't care. I got my eye fucked up. They got 20 needles in my mouth. I'm thinking it's my daughter or my wife. I reach in my phone, and it's this fucking jerk-off shit. Or a meme or something like that, which I'm not a meme guy. I'm not a meme guy. I don't laugh at those things. I've never laughed at a fucking meme. The only one was when fucking Joe Rogan interviewed Conor when he broke his leg. Then for a week, they had him interviewing people in bad spots. And when they had the one with Jesus, when he had the ladder interviewing Jesus, that was some classic fucking shit.
But other than that, no memes.
Other than that, it's got to be something outlandish. But the black guy with the big dick sitting on the bed. How many times are you going to send me that? Go to life. You know what I'm saying? The guy from the fucking Tiger Whip, that show on Netflix that he fucked the tiger. Everybody started making memes.
That's a much different show.
Shit.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit. Since I'm a kid, I don't like that shit. It doesn't do anything for me. So he wasn't sending me memes, but I got 20 other people. I get up in the morning, I go on Facebook. And I don't go right on the computer. I drink my coffee. I talk to my wife. I do 1,000 things. I'm prepared to go into the computer. I look at it with an open heart. First, I go on DraftKings because I'm doing this thing on the casino. If you hit it, you get 300 credits every day, 300 stars. So fuck it. I go on DraftKings. I see what the schedule is. Then I go on Facebook and all that other stupidity. And every time I open Facebook, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's always and then it's not even Facebook that's bad. It's Messenger, right? The shit that you don't see, that people send you for years. And then you'll see like, this number doesn't take calls. You could call me on Facebook. You could hit that number till your face turns purple. I'm never going to hear it. I don't even hear it. And every once in a while I hear it ringing. I go, what the fuck is that? I think the alarm's going off or I need a pill. I don't even know what the fuck it is. And there's nights I wake up and I got missed calls from people. People get hammered or they're going to kill themselves and they want to call me on Facebook. Like, leave me the fuck alone, man.
One of those are very different things. Oh my God.
What's
Dude,
that?
getting hammered versus killing yourself. You might want to pick up the killing yourself ones.
Guys, I don't look at that. I want you guys to know that when I'm in the middle of something and if that text goes off and I look at it, and it's not something to do with what is on my mind. So sometimes I just erase it. I don't even open it. I just erase it.
Dude, that was one of the angrier you've been at me. I think it was on one of the first times I was on your podcast after LA. And I was just responding to people, I think on Twitter, and I didn't uncheck you from the reply. I would have thought you would have turned notifications off. You followed by a million something people. Why do you get a notification? Dude, you call me fucking stop replying.
Yeah, because the funny thing about you is you think I know how to turn the notification off. That's
Ask
when you
somebody.
just come to my house and ask. I don't even know it exists, Lee.
What do you mean?
I'm worried about more things, other things in life. You think I'm worried about the notification?
Comment, you're getting a ding.
It doesn't matter. Next time you see something, get in your fucking car, come over, and go, I'm doing this thing on your computer. You're driving me crazy, and I'll accept it.
Okay.
And you'll do it for me in front of me, and I'll say thank you. Okay. And on the way out, I'm like, thank God he did it, because I'll never do that again.
Okay, I'll do that today.
I'm not going to do it. Always remember that with me. All you fucking idiots. Joey, you're doing this. Listen, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking a lucky fucking chance and doing a video or whatever, and it worked out. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know about notifications. I get hit up by Instagram every day. Click on to make money. Every day, I end up some other page. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. People think it's fucking insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I have been saying this for 15 years that I am an idiot savant. I know how to tell stories, and I know how to go to a restaurant and order. That's it. That's it. I don't know anything else. I don't know. I know how to do laundry, but my wife won't let me put it in the dryer because she says I'll blow the fucking dryer up. I cooked something the other day. I took my wife out to dinner. She was at a softball game. I was headed to the softball game. I go, honey, don't make me breakfast. I'm going to eat up the fucking thing. I put 3 pieces of Wagyu on the fucking frying pan, the potatoes. I ate them. I smoked some pot. I got in the car. I drove a half hour. Then I came back because I thought I left the oven on, and and the oven was shut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those guys. That's why I don't do that shit in the morning. You know how many times I was already in the YMCA doing laps, and I'm like, did I turn the candle off? God damn it. And I had to go out the Y. You think I'm kidding you? I'd walk home with the fucking pants and flip-flops and the mask on my head, fucking cursing everybody. And I go upstairs and the candle would be off. That's why I don't do anything in the morning. That's why I don't cook, put anything in the dryer, put the oven on, put the coffee in. This fucking guy. These people, everybody's like, Joey, we're thinking of getting you, what's that coffee machine that you got to like, no, Nescafe, all that shit is world class. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, that's my world. I just don't get it because I'm not a big coffee guy. But when I wake up in the morning, my wife knows, just fill it up with water for me. Don't make me get up and then I'll be watering that thing. Because I will rip it right off that fucking counter and nobody will drink coffee. Because I'm not good to anybody in the morning. It's like if I got to get up, and I told her today, for the first time in 25 years, I swear to God, today I told her, I go, do not put my coffee cup in the dishwasher no more. Why? I go, why? Because you didn't make breakfast Sunday and Saturday. I got up Sunday and there was no coffee cup. I had to use a different one. And when I open up the dishwasher, my coffee cup is in the dishwasher with my other coffee cup. So for 3 days, because you didn't make breakfast, I didn't get a clean coffee shop. That's white people shit. Just rinse my coffee shop. If not, I'll rinse it. It's that easy. Rinse it. And you put on the thing and let it dry. But you're making me wait 2 days for a fucking coffee cup because you want to put it through a fucking stupid dishwasher? That's white people shit. Our parents did not use the dishwasher. They wash with their fucking elbows. Everybody in America now, I don't even want to take a fork at people's house no more. Everything is in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking wash your fork with hot water. That's why your mother put the gloves on. Remember those fucking gloves? You thought your mother was making meth? No.
Dishwashers have hot water.
Huh?
Dishwashers use hot water.
No, they don't. They have a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 66, and they shoot steam to confuse you. No. That's why white people get all those diseases, and they got guts and shit. Nick, tell him about the white chick with the dirty feet at my daughter's softball game the other day. No, they're pinga. Only in New Jersey. Now you want to know. You want to live in the country, you got to go to South Jersey. The feet on her, the dirt, and she was jumping up and down, doing meth. I don't even want to talk about it. At a kid's softball game. Yeah, he's got video. It's but anyway,
another parent?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we're talking about here. What are we talking about?
Washing dishes by hand.
Yeah, why do we have to do this? Every morning I get up and I see a Sunday cup and my daughter didn't rinse it. Nothing pisses me off. I don't care if you dirty the dishes. Just do me a favor, rinse it. So when I go to wash them the next day, I don't have to fucking get a fucking concrete thing to pull out your fucking shit.
Dude, do you do the dishes? Like, you've never known you had like so many rules
No,
about...
you know what I do? I just drain them. I fucking sit. Because my wife, she likes to put them in the dishwasher. I don't believe in dishwashers. No.
What?
No.
Then why have a dishwasher?
I make a protein shake for 3 days. I'm walking around looking for the fucking blender. No. You take the blender. If you finish that shake, as soon as you finish it, you put the hot water on. You put the hot water on. As you're drinking the shake, the hot water's the water's coming out, and you're already getting the hot water prepped. So when you put that fucking shake in there, it kills all that milk immediately, and the ice cream and the soy milk and everything else. And then you take it and then you open up the bottom because that's where the shit develops. And you clean that out with soap and whatever the fuck, and you separate it. So when you make a shake again, because what gets you sick isn't you drinking out of the top like an animal like me. People will go, well, you're a fucking cannibal. You don't even put it in a milkshake. Why am I going to dirty another dish? Again, white people shit. If it's you alone, why are we doing this to dirty another dish? Fish are running out of water, but you're going to use another dish. This is what they tell you, but everybody thinks green. Oh my God, I'm so green. No, you're not.
Oh, I love a paper plate.
Me too. And you throw it away.
Yeah, it's the best.
Forget about paper plates, okay?
Oh, sorry.
You take that thing apart. It's the black thing, the ringer, and the fucking washer. That's where the junk develops. If not, I got to wait 3 days, and she's not even doing that. She's just putting it in a thing, And then you
Oh, you gotta
wonder
take
why
it,
your skin is turning yellow. Because you're drinking homogenized fucking not milk. Do you understand? There's just little things that you have to take a little bit more effort. This is the Cuban side of my house. When I grew up, you think your mother got a mop like that? Mr. Clean?
A Swiffer.
My mother would come in here, move all this. This carpet would get rolled up, and this was 3 times a week.
She'd roll up the
This is
carpet.
a Cuban woman's house. Carpet gets rolled up. All this shit gets pushed to the top. She'd go in that bathroom, fill up a cup, and start fucking hitting the floors with hot water, and then fucking laundry soap, and then Cuban cologne to take the spirit out, to put the spirit out of the house. When you walked in that house, your house smelled like fucking Jesus' lead. That's a Spanish woman's home. That's how you fucking clean the floor. Now, you know, or white people now with the vacuum that vacuums himself.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. Roomba.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't like that?
No.
Why? It does it for you.
Because this is the level we're sinking to in our homes. And this is your home. This ain't your car. This ain't your building. This is your home. This is your fucking home. This is where you eat. This is where your fucking kids are growing. This is everything. And that's the difference. I grew up in a house where it started in the fucking kitchen, and it was hot water with buckets, and it was like going to the hot dog factory. The meat comes out of the ceiling, and it hits the floor, and you got 2 Puerto Ricans putting salt on the meat, and you got 10 Puerto Ricans pushing it into a hole. That's how it is. You don't clean the floor with a mop. It's hot water. You can see the steam coming up as she's throwing that fucking perfume on, and what's the yellow dishwashing detergent? Palmolive, whatever. And they put Clorox in that motherfucker to kill the fucking
Bleach.
bleach too. That's how you clean a floor. But
She was
they
just
don't do
throwing
that.
bleach around your house?
Oh yeah, I
Damn.
love that smell in the morning. That's when you know your house is fucking clean. Don't you want to take a shit and your house is shiny and your toilet smell? Listen, you take a shit in a medium toilet or a fucking place that, like every night. Listen, I always, my bathroom is disgusting. Okay, but guess what? I earned that fucking right. I earned that right. For years, I shared a bathroom with 22 fucking people. All your life, you share a bathroom with 22 people. Finally, my wife gets a house. I got my own bathroom.
So that's yours.
I don't put my dick in the thing. I shit high. Half the time, I roll my knuckle in the shit, and it sticks with the paper or her towel on the bottom. Yeah, she don't even put the towel bucket. Every time she uses her towel, it's like, for some reason, my towel smells like shit. Yeah, because you put it in the area where I wipe. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
And then nobody's got a cool bathroom no more.
What's a
When
cool-
I was growing up, there was a thing with a stick. That's it, right here, at arm's distance. You pulled it. Now white people have a thing that, so if you pull it, the whole paw falls down. Or I got to make a complete fucking turn like The Exorcist to get paper out of here. It's all the way back. Go to a hotel. It's all the way creeped and like a hole back here. I got to be the Fantastic Four, Slinky, whatever his fucking name is, with a long arm. And you got to sit there as you're shitting and take that. And 9 out of 10, they use shitty toilet paper. So when it rips, now you got all this fucking paper going around like confetti, and you're wiping your ass with little pieces, big pieces. You don't even fucking know anymore. It's a nightmare hotel anymore. And then if you're a nice hotel, what happened to the fucking shower stick? What happened to the door of my shower? I gotta take a shower with the fucking door wide open. I gotta sit there with the door waiting for somebody to come in. I don't even have a level of fucking protection no more. 400 a night. Where's the fucking shower door? No shower door.
I'm so sorry.
400 a night. They don't have a shower door.
Well, it's just
You're in
like
there
half,
fucking
yeah.
freezing. And then they give you that portable thing, the fucking stick. I don't want the stick. I want the shower in the wall, connected. I don't want that stick. That's when you really freeze. So now I'm freezing with the stick shower, and I got no fucking curtain here. I'm sorry. I got emotional about
I can see
hotels
that.
anymore. I'm sick of them.
Oh my god.
I'm going back to New York.
Dude, I'm
on
just
Route 3.
learning so many new rules about. I had no
Yeah.
idea about dishes.
I'm looking at my bathroom. I got to turn
Oh, your
all the way
bathroom.
around to get toilet paper.
So where's your
to
toilet
take
paper?
a shit over here. So that means only this hip moves. I'm like the one golfer in Happy Madison with that slit his fucking thing. That slit his fucking thing, okay? It's only one side.
Right. So you
If
want
the paper's right here, and the TV's there, You got a ball hanging out, you're scratching, you're watching the Yankees, you're sniffing your fingers. Somebody's calling you, Nick, Coco's on the phone. I'll call him back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bothered. You're in your bathroom.
Did you put a TV in your bathroom?
Fuck yeah. Always.
Did you really?
Not now. It's too small, this bathroom.
Oh, no, I thought you just redid it.
No.
No?
When I lived in Hollywood, I had a TV. We had an old little TV. I won it in a contest or something in Hollywood. I stole it from a set.
And
There's
you
nothing
just,
better.
holy shit.
Listen, there's nothing better than wiping your ass while you're seeing what the weather is. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You're wiping your ass accordingly. Ooh, it's going to be 90. I got to dig deep in there because if I don't, I'm going to have a fucking spicy asshole by 2 o'clock. You have to do the weather while you're fucking drying your ass or
So
your balls.
how much time are you spending on the toilet?
3 minutes. I'm not a long timer. That's for losers. I ain't got that type of
So
time.
you bring the TV in for 3 minutes?
No, I turn it on. Now, you don't bring it in. You go, you sit down,
Right.
you put your, listen, when I shit, when I put my pants down and I sit, I get the first whiff of ass because I don't wait till the last minute to shit. I ain't got time. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and read the paper and fucking Bitcoin report. That's never been me, okay? When I go to the bathroom, when I sit, I'm like, oh my God, I already sat in my ass face, okay? And it just starts pouring out, ba, pee, ba, ba, ba. And I just sit there. Sometimes, if I know I'm going to be there a long time, I'll get a Kleenex fucking towel, wipe my phone, and play fucking dominoes. Whatever. Not dominoes, but
DraftKings.
Wheel of Fortune. That's the only reason I'll sit there like 8 minutes. And I will let everything come out. But it's killing me because I'm wasting my time there. I should be out earning. But I'm sitting there like a fucking idiot waiting for everything to come out of my asshole. And then I just put the game away. I wipe it again.
Yeah, you're watching the weather, though, is what I was talking about.
No, the weather's on TV.
I understand it's on TV, but you
But again, if I go in there at 9:20, there ain't no weather. I got to wait till 9:40. So null the fucking weather. Then I go on the computer and I go, New Jersey, 7-day weather. That's it. Everything is different. We have to improvise. That's the word I'm looking for.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, you have to make your bathroom experience. Somewhere in this country, we decided to make the bathroom experience 40 minutes. They figured out that after like 8 minutes, you're just getting hemorrhoids.
That's why I was asking how long you're sitting there
So
for.
you want to be in there quick. That's why at night you got to eat an apple, 2 cups of coffee, reefer, all that. George made a point 3 or 4 years ago, and it is absolutely true. You can do whatever you want the night before reefer-wise. You got to drink coffee, 2 cups, go to the bathroom, shit, and take a shower. When you come out of that shower, because of that shit, the shit blows out the THC and anything else that was in there. You don't do that in the morning. You want to do it
but
your way.
I can't control when I shit.
Well, you have to drink coffee. You have to drink
I don't
juice.
like
No,
coffee.
You get up and for 3 hours, you don't drink anything. You know, Lee, there's health issues. This is why you're high for 3 fucking days.
Well, that's not why. It's not my lack
3
of
fucking
coffee.
days he was high for.
Yeah, because you got me fucked up last week.
No, I've been getting you fucked up for 12 years.
I know that,
So
and
what's
I've
the
been high.
problem? You're not
Why do you think I
you're not
got so
experienced
fucking
yet at this
fat?
shit yet?
Dude, when we were doing Sundays and Wednesdays, I would be high from Sunday to basically Tuesday afternoon, and then I would get a break until Wednesday night.
And guess what?
What?
You're still here.
I know. I'm not
Well, stop
complaining.
crying. Yes,
no
you are.
one's crying. You're talking.
Look. Leave me alone, okay?
Leave me alone. You're talking about how high I get.
You just look at the shape of you.
Yeah. What do
I
you
don't know what,
expect?
look at the shape of you. Your fucking eyes match your fucking shirts. Like you
Oh,
were
yeah.
sucking dick at a gay bar. Pork pinkies. Look at you. And then they made you serve tacos and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? A pink
I
shirt.
was waiting for
That's like
it.
a fucking Mexican gay bar you worked at.
It's
Pinkies
not
in San
any better.
Diego.
It's a Boston ice cream
Eric's
place.
the fucking DJ or some shit.
Oh, that'd be a good place.
Anyway, we got to talk about this, so we might as well let it out. Last week was a fucking shocker to me. Last Tuesday, I was somewhere, and I'm driving home, and Dean Delray sends me a text. And I look at it, and it's R.I.P. Ozzy, and I go, I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And I pulled over on the 9, and I called him. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, dude, Ozzy died. Can you believe that? 14 days after his show.
That's
And I'm
crazy.
like, I could see it happening. He waited and, he yelled out, God bless him, whatever. And I get back and I'm driving. And then I just started fucking hitting me, man. I'm like, what the fuck? How did Ozzy Osbourne die? And I'm sitting there, and I always had a fear as a kid. I go, I'm going to have a hard time when Ozzy dies, Charles Bronson. And the last one that's going to kill me is Julius Erving. that's the last guy that's going to go, you know? But it didn't bother me for a little while. I was like, okay. And then I go, let me put on his first solo album. And holy fuck. I just started crying, man. I just started fucking bawling. Because I remember it was just a different time in my life. It wasn't a good time in my life. And I remember that it was all that was keeping me alive at that point, was that stupid music and the camaraderie we had from listening to it, you know?
Yeah.
And those 2 albums after he put those out, those fucking, you know, going to the Palladium and watching them at the 8:30 show. They did 2 shows and just the whole concert vibe back then. I was thinking about that. I think at one time I went over there with Kurt to see AC/DC. And that's when he told me about the fence, that there was a fence behind the Palladium. And I'm now, you know, you went back there and you picked it open and you went back there and there'd be like 60 people back there fucking selling coke, eating Quaaludes and shit. And I went back there. That's where we did coke before AC/DC. He's like, no, yo, we could do coke back here. I go, where? Right behind the Palladium. There was a little fucking, you just picked up the fence. You went in there and there was just fucking people everywhere drinking before a concert. And it was very, you know, yeah, it was a great fucking venue. I must have been like in 9th grade the first time I went there. No. Yeah, 9th grade. Judas Priest, 1979. First time I went there. And I saw some fucking fantastic high level. I went to see Left Zeppelin on their first album open up for Judas Priest there. And that motherfucker came out with a motorcycle.
On stage?
Fuck yeah, from the back.
That's
From
badass.
the back of the Palladium. And they fucking, you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Every time I went there, I had a good time. But it was just, he was such a part of that creepy childhood I had. He was such a part of like, because I love Black Sabbath. But then I went to see them, and I could tell when I left there that I wasn't going to see these guys again.
No?
Yeah, they were terrible that night. Van Halen opened up for them. It just wasn't, I don't know. Ozzy was great, you know. Now I get when you guys go, you were great. Yeah, I liked Ozzy, but the sound was off. You could see the drummers snorting coke on the fucking drums. It was tremendous. I'm sitting there going, look at this motherfucker. In between songs, you put the drumsticks and poured fucking coke and snorted right off the drums. We're like, oh my God. And I'm like a freshman in high school. And I'm like, wow. And then they broke up. And that's what had you confused. There was no internet. There was no nothing. All you depended on was Cream Magazine. That's it. Nobody remembers Cream Magazine. And I still remember going on, playing hooky, doing acid and going on Kennedy Boulevard. And by Levy's across the street, they had a bookstore combination magazine place. And I went in there and I got the Cream, and they had a whole article that Black Sabbath had moved on without Ozzy. And I'm like, wow, it's fucking over. And then people were like, what happened to Ozzy? And all of a sudden, John Lennon got shot on a Monday night. And that Sunday, I didn't go up to Central Park. I opted the other way. I went to Bleecker Bob's in the Village, and I was just looking through the albums. And all of a sudden, I saw an Ozzy Osbourne album from England. It was 4 songs with Rudy on the cover. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I took that, and I stopped at a head shop. No, in the Village. In the Village. There was a head shop, and I brought the cocaine things. It was a wallet with a stone, with a bottle, with a razor blade, with a spoon, with a little fucking thing that you did with the spoon on top. I was fucking 16.
Jesus.
And the money, and here's the funny thing. I had just gotten money from that bank. I had $20,000. I had just gotten that Tuesday from a scam bank that we did. $20,000. My mother had just died. I didn't even know what to do with the money. I put it in my sock drawer. And at night, I would just take like $50 out. I didn't even know 100. Tonight, I'm going to go to Pizza Parlor. I'm going to be Johnny Goombats. I'll take 100 out. That lasted me like 3 months.
You spent $20,000 in 3 months?
Oh, like an animal. Snorting, buying clothes, eating dinners at that place on Tunley Avenue. It's like a stonemason. If on 50th and Tunley Avenue, there's a place that makes stone. They've been there since they made Jesus a stone. 2 doors down, Stancatos. Wasn't it that restaurant down there? Okay. You know which it's still something. It's a restaurant today. It's something else. But when we were kids, that was like a big mafia hangout. Like they didn't go up on this side. They would go on that side. There was a couple of little Italian restaurants. And every time you went in there, you see 8 old guys with cigars and shit. You're like, oh, I know what time it is. They wouldn't eat on these, on the Kennedy Boulevard ones. They eat on the Tully Avenue ones. Pretty fucking interesting. What, cocksucker? What we saying?
I wish I could tell you.
You don't know. So it's just really funny that, after I found the album, then the hype started coming up. And I remember I used to go buy the tickets where I paid for Ozzy Osbourne, like $12.50. I got them in Cliffside Park, right close to where Georgie's business is now. It was a place when George and I were kids. I'm talking about kids, 12. And it was there till about 10 years ago. It was called Things from England. What was that? Be There. No, when was Be There was there, and Be There was there like 78. And then Things from England came in, so it was a combination Ticketron with an album store. And it was albums that had been imports from England. So anybody who's got AC/DC, the first album, they have an Australian. And that's what they would have. They would have UFO, but from England. They would have anything that came out here, but they would have it from England. Like they had, your uncle bought Judas Priest Killing Machine. Here it's called Hell Bent for Leather, or whatever that album is. But in England it was Killing Machine. The cover was different. That album is in the basement. It's got to be worth millions because nobody has that album no more. It was brand fucking new.
And then you'd go there to buy concert tickets.
We would buy concert tickets there. I remember we bought the tickets for him there, and then we went to see him again somewhere, and then the kid died. When we were seniors in high school, like in fucking April, the kid went on a plane. Randy Rhoads, his guitar player, and he fucking died. And we were fucking heartbroken. And again, Ozzy's getting sidelined. But fuck no. There was a band called Night Ranger, and they had a guitarist played Brad Willis that was pretty fucking good. So he joined Ozzy for the Diary of a Madman album. That's when he had the castle on stage and people getting stabbed at concerts and shit. It was tremendous.
Like the first thing I heard about Ozzy was like the bat thing. Was that even, honestly, I don't even know. Was that real?
It was real, but by that time it was great publicity, you know.
Would he do it at every concert?
No. He did it. He went to a meeting on executives and he bit the head off a bat and threw the bat at them, and then he got tetanus or some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then he took a shit on the Alamo or a piss on the Alamo. He was on fucking fire. But the one thing about him is that most people fake the funk. That motherfucker was real. Like, that dude died a few times. Like, that dude did a lot of fun. His band was called the Blizzard of Oz. What the fuck does that tell you? And I made a shirt. I love that name. His uncle worked at Levy's. It was sporting goods. And you could make custom shirts in there.
So you made your own shirt?
We used to make our own shirts for concerts. Listen, do me a favor. Throw up Killing Yourself to Live, Black Sabbath Live. I'm going to show you something. But I showed Lee once before. We got to go to a specific part. So before concerts, your uncle and some of his fucking lunatic friends would make shirts for concerts. They would make the shirts. They would lower that. They would make the shirts if they hated a concert. So if one of those guys had a girlfriend and she was going to see Adam Ant, these North Bergen idiots would make shirts that says Adam Ant sucks my dick and go to the concert and just to annoy Adam Ant.
Oh, my God.
And they would make them at Levy's. But there's 4 idiots at this concert, and that was us. That was us at the Black Sabbath concert because I made a shirt called Suicide Solution. And I walked into your grandfather's house. He would look at the shirt and go, and it was 2 lines of Coke, and it says suicide. You got to be retarded. We were sophomore. We all made hats because the name of the band is Judas Priest, but you could also call it, what's the opposite for Judas Priest? There's another name for it. It's Judas Christ or something like that. So what did we do? We made those hats. Your uncle. And fucking, they got in trouble for wearing those hats in school. Something about, because it was blasphemous or something. And one of the teachers was really religious or some shit. We used to make, anyway, getting back to that, these idiots made their own shirts. And I still remember going to a concert. That's why when people say to me, hey, we're going to a Jet game. Are you wearing your Giants shirt? Fuck no. I learned at a concert in 1980 what it is to walk home with a bunch of drunk junkies and you and three of your faggy friends have a shirt that you made at home. That's kind of cool, but not really. You look like a fucking idiot. But in your demented, acidic mind with the weed, you actually think it's fucking cool. And that's what we used to do at these concerts. This is all very fun. Listen, he had the religious stuff, but I never believed in the devil. You know, only one time when I did some THC crystal, angel dust, and I went home and put on Master Reality, and The Exorcist was on. So I took the volume off The Exorcist, and I left the volume on Master Reality. Dog, I thought I was going to kill myself. It was my 16th birthday. But there's 4 idiots at this show that made... There they are! There they are. That was us. That was us. Those 4 idiots with that shirt on. Look how crazy they go. When he stops and does the guitar chords, these 4 idiots turn into the biggest fags you'll ever see.
Did you do that move with the hands?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was me. That fag holding on to his face, that might be me. Look at his haircut. That might be me. I'm telling you. When I saw that, it bought how do you know I know about this video? Because I'm telling you, I saw this. I can't see who's sitting next to him. If I see your uncle or a Villo, yeah, it's a black guy. He's just as confused. But look at him. Watch him. Watch him. Yeah, this is classic. But just to get back to Ozzy, just those. And I went to see him that last time. And Black Sabbath, Half Returns, yeah. Because they were always breaking up in the 70s. This has to be 76, 77. They were always breaking up because of his drug problems and whatnot. So,
1975.
yeah, 75 is when this album came out, Killing Your Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Or maybe 73. Who the fuck knows? But I loved all this shit. This is what kept me alive when I was a fucking kid those years. After my mother died, it just gave me like... They had a song called Tomorrow's Dream. That was it. Tomorrow's Dream was for me to wake up the next morning. And I would listen to it every night before I went to bed, coked up, after I just finished crying that I missed my mother. So this was all very like part of my little retardation after my mother died. You know what I'm saying?
And like the thing that got me, because I didn't have any relationship with Ozzy really.
Neither did
But-
I. It's
well,
not
no,
like I
I
knew
know,
the
but,
guy
like,
and not like I hung
I know
out with
that.
him.
Well, he wasn't like I wasn't a huge fan of him. But like the thing that got to me was like the last song that he sang that at his concert was like "Mama, I'm Coming Home." I've been listening to that song like nonstop
It's a great song.
because it's a fucked up
Dog,
song.
yeah, listen. You know, this is what people don't know. When you look at Sharon Osbourne, you're like, Sharon Osbourne's this, that. Bitch, Sharon Osbourne shaped his career. What people don't know, the album Sabotage, I don't like, it's about them singing an album of how they got robbed. Their management robbed them. And that was Arden's father.
Damn.
So Sharon Osbourne's father was their ex-manager who robbed them. And he came from the same notorious hat as the Led Zeppelin manager, Peter Grant. They were mafia. They were gang members. They were like fucking, they believed in just robbing you. That's it. So when Sharon asked him, what are you going to do with Ozzy? He told her, you could have him. And he was living over Gus's liquor store on the other side of Hollywood Boulevard. You know what Gus's is? It's down by the Roxy and all that. It used to be there. It used to be. I'm sorry.
Not Chicken's place.
It's something different there.
Okay.
He was living over the Gus's, broke, drugged out, and she went to see him and picked him up and cleaned him up and put a band around them. They got Randy Rhoads, and that's what that bitch did. And then from there, I mean, she even had her own festival. They even had Ozfest, guys.
Oh yeah, I
They
didn't
were
know
doing
about
it
that.
on New Year's Eve in L.A. I mean, yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy shit. What she did, I think the best thing they showed is his last dance with her. That made me cry. I saw it
I didn't see
online.
that.
After the concert, he grabbed her hand and they started dancing. And
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm like, this is what you always want at the end of your life, is to have that partner that you were both eating shit. And now they're worth, what are they worth? half a billion.
Yeah, I was gonna
fucking
say has to
dollars.
be like hundreds of millions at least.
You know,
Because
so
like
it's-
even and it's crazy. Not like around his music, but then his reality show was huge. Like he was huge on the
everything
reality
he
show.
stepped on that she developed after that was fucking huge. And let me tell you something. His fucking reality show was one of the best of all time. Top 5.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
a funny motherfucker, that dude. He was very funny. That's why they liked him. That's why he lasted. He was
Right.
naturally funny. He naturally had chops. And you read about him, how his parents grew up in a 2-bedroom house. His parents lived in the 1 bedroom, and he lived in the other bedroom with 6 kids. They didn't have a shower or a bathroom till he was 16 years old.
I read that.
You had
Yeah.
to go to the bathroom outside. You know, it's not where you fucking start, man. It's not ever where you start, and you're not going to stay there if you don't want to. That guy was dead in 1980. Dead. Without Black Sabbath, nobody wanted him. He was a fucking known coke, everything that came with all that life, he did. And this chick took a fucking gamble with him. Then had kids. I don't know where she got to come for him to have kids. Because that dude was, and he's been shaking for 20 years. He's been shaking for 20 fucking years. So, you know, it's so funny. Like, this is what I'm writing my book about fucking how I got fucked up. Because people got it wrong. Can you believe that I got inspired from a guy, especially 2 weeks ago when I saw him dance with his wife at that age, their last dance. And you think about that guy, the drugs he did, the stupidity he did, the trouble he got into, all that shit, which he really never got in trouble. But all the articles and all the bats and all that shit. And that dude had a tremendous home life. The kids all came out normal. In fact, he's got a kid that don't want nothing to do with the fame. He have
Yeah.
another daughter that you don't even know she's alive. She didn't want to be a part of it at all. So it's a very interesting story, and it's very interesting. Look, right there. It was his last dance with
that's
her,
really
man.
great.
That's 40 fucking years of marriage.
That's all.
Do you have any fucking idea what that must feel like? You're like, I can't believe this bitch. She's got bad breath. But she's the one that took you to the dance.
Right.
Because without her, she had nothing. He had nothing, this poor bastard.
Dude, I know it's sad that he's gone, but if you had to script the end of your life, he had a pretty decent one. It seems like to have that concert and go 2 weeks later.
Bro, this guy had a great fucking life. And to think it all started from singing a stupid song or showing up to fucking do something you never thought you were even good at. You know, you think about that. Like, you show up and you don't even think you're going to be good at it. And you just keep showing up, and then you meet a girl and she has good drugs and she plays the drums, and you keep singing, and all of a sudden you're in another band, and that band puts out 9 albums. Who has 9 albums that you know today, guys? Anybody? Drake? Who got
Probably.
9 fucking albums that they put heart and sweat into, and each album is fucking great. Who
Right,
did?
that's a difference, I think.
They got 8 studio albums. They got 1 greatest hits album.
How many albums are good, do you think?
I love all 9 of their fucking albums. Every one of their albums, something different about each album, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then he put out 2, 3 solo, Bark at the Moon. You know, he put out a bunch of, you think that these legends are going. I'll tell you who we overlook. We overlook this bitch every fucking day. And I want all you motherfuckers to, I don't know what you got, whether it's Spotify or Apple, put on Apple playlist and put on fucking Madonna and get back to me. When you listen to her fucking playlist, that's another motherfucker you got to go. You know, Ozzy was a bad motherfucker, but Madonna opened up the door for 2,000 bitches. Listen to her albums. They all sound like her. The other day, me and Mercy listened to the first one with, that's a fucking badass album. Yeah, Holiday and Physical Attraction and Burning Up. But the other one is really good. Like A Virgin is fucking tremendous.
Right.
It's tremendous. She has like 3 or 4 songs. Then the other one, True Blue. But look at her fucking. She has an album in '93 that's fucking brilliant. She's got the one when she came out with the quarters on the titties, the one when the black guy lights the balloons deeper and deeper. These people are fucking living. Yeah, Madonna looks all fucked up now, Joey. That doesn't matter. Look at her. Look at her work. Look at her fucking work over the years. And everybody was trying to be her. Everybody stole from Madonna. I don't give a fuck what anybody told you. You know, these guys we're about to lose them. Aerosmith is no joke. You know, these guys have been around. This ain't a fucking, listen, I love, what's her name? To face to love, gonna, Ellie, what's her name? Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish until I put on one of her concerts.
What's wrong?
It's a guy with a DJ booth and her lip syncing or whatever. And these kids are paying thousands of dollars, and it's just going to a club. It's us going to the Palladium in the 80s, and somebody comes in, like some fat chick from Brooklyn comes in, and they stop, you're all coked up, and all of a sudden, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat coming to you from Brooklyn, Monet. And all of a sudden you got this one of those songs, sounds like everything else, and she goes up there and lip syncs. And you're there. Thank God they had no cameras in those days with those idiots taping things and shit. But it's the same thing. It's just a chip fucking lip syncing. It's no big deal. And then she gets off the stage, and you're back to snorting coke and fucking dancing up and down. But Madonna,
It was different.
you know, all these people, Aerosmith, these guys are going to go pretty soon, and we're going to be done. That's it. And I'm not talking about, these guys are not like these wannabe that these Americans, these white people put up to be heroes. You know, nobody put Ozzy Osbourne up to be no fucking hero. They were thinking of other fucking people. And look at the damage this guy did. And he didn't give a fuck. So, R.I.P. Ozzy, and I'm happy I got to listen to it. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and give you the Joey Diaz, you know, who gives a fuck? He's dead, and now we're going to, then the other guy died. What's his name?
Hulk
Hogan. They're gonna keep. Jamal Warner died last week, you know. But then there's people still walking around that you look at them and go, Jesus fucking Christ, when are you gonna fucking get hit by a truck, you cocksucker? What do you got this week?
This week I'm in New York locally. I don't have anything booked
All
right
right, so
now.
Wednesday we're at the dojo for the best of. Wednesday night, cheap tickets, and Thursday night we're at the dojo for bucket and a story. They're going to pass a bucket out. You're going to put a topic in there. The comics have to go on stage and do 8 minutes on the shit they pull out of the bucket. It's the first time they're going to do it, and then we're going to keep doing it like every other Wednesday. It's a great show. You see people create material. You come back and watch them, and you see from what a note in the bucket now became 10 minutes 2 weeks later.
That's crazy.
Because 800, when you have, listen, it's tough to write when you're at a coffee shop and you put your pen in your mouth and your girlfriend's like, what do you want for dinner? You're not going to write nothing. You're not going to write nothing. The best writing you're going to do is when there's 50 people in the audience and 100 eyeballs are looking at you like your cat when they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? You ever see how your cat won't take the eye off you?
Oh, I know.
They won't take. Did you get the nip?
I did. I got toys too and a laser pointer.
Did she like you?
She's not hitting me.
There you go, bro. There you go, Luke China.
No, okay.
See?
I just bribe her with treats.
You got to outthink them.
I'll think of. I'm just like I jump up what you want, dude. Cats, dogs, you always know are there. This cat fucking moves. You don't fucking hear that thing, and then it just like it'll just
Tell me the
appear
truth.
on the bed.
Tell me the truth.
What?
The truth, this family. You missed mama, so you were banging one out one day in the bed, and the cat jumped on the bed next to you. Because they'll watch you jerk off and go,
Dude,
look at this
it's
pig
the worst.
motherfucker.
It's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I told
listen,
you.
I tried to get it to not to come in the room. I built a whole fucking wall.
They love to watch you jerk off. When you
I
bang
just
one out,
don't
they'll
want her to
show
be
up.
on the bed. She doesn't like me. Why isn't she on the couch? I set up a little room for her on the couch with blankets and shit. She doesn't want to be on the couch. And she'll just sit there, and she just glares at me the whole time.
They know what's going on. And they look at you and go,
No,
"Yes."
she glares at me when I'm
you-
not jerking off. But yeah, I jerked off a lot.
Did she catch you, the cat?
Yeah, and it wasn't catching, but she was just like noticing.
She's in the room. What are you going to
Yeah,
do?
no idea.
You either go or you stay. You know what I'm saying, Buttercup? I'm going to bang one out whether you're in here or not. You know what I'm saying? So you could go on your terms or you could sit here and look at me fucking make eyeballs.
But it was like I did that. Like it made me nervous the first couple times. So like I was like, if I don't want to, I was like, if she whacks my dick, I'm gonna freak out.
We got to whack it with a controlled element. Don't take your balls out and sit there and start fucking, and then she starts scratching your balls with a left hook. That's a lot of explaining you got to do. You got to go to the doctor because every time a cat scratches your balls, you know that one hook's going to get caught in there. And you can't take it out. That's too painful. Because they're it's like a cat's dick. You know, you ever hear cat fucking? When a cat fucks you, his dick opens up. So when he pulls out, he shreds the woman's pussy, the cat's pussy. That's why female cats are like, because it's like razor blades ripping their insides.
Oh, my God.
That's the same thing that happened with their claw. The end of the claw has another tip. A lot of people don't know that. So if they get you in the nutsack, you got to go to the hospital. They got to look at the doctor and tell them you got hit in the nutsack. And they're going to look at you a little different. They're going to make a call, too. Somebody's going to come in and talk to you because not for nothing. We want to know why the cat swatted you in the nutsack. Can we go to your house and smell the cat? You know.
Oh, my God.
All right, cocksuckers. I love you with all my heart. Lee, nothing this week. Just open mic and fucking bucket.
This week, I have a bunch of shows coming up, but we only talk about the week next.
Okay. All right, my friend. I'm Uncle Joey. I got nothing. I'll be at the dojo next week. And again, happy birthday to my beautiful nephew, Nick Ascalise. He's having a party tomorrow night. I got an 8 o'clock bocce game, so I'll never make it. I can't make it up and down by both fucking situations. So maybe if you want to do lunch in Jersey City, I'll come up. We'll hang with the sheriff, shoot some dice. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Have a great week, motherfuckers. Stay black. We love you here at the church.